Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Roll With Me. Yeah, good to be here. Good to be back. Good to be playing some D&D on a Monday. Monday and D, as I calls it. I don't actually call it that, but I did just now, so technically I'm not lying. I am joined, as ever, by... Should I answer, Bob?
Hello! I am here.
Calling you out first this time. How's that feel?
That feels really good. Really
awesome.
good.
Awesome. Are you basking in it?
I am most definitely basking in the glow of your love, Lanny.
Oh, good. Good. Because it's there. It's there for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. It's good to have you. Also joined by Takahata 101.
Hello.
I hear you had your Nexus Mania last night.
Yes,
your
we did. It was a lot of fun. I was joined on commentary by Connor here, as well as our good friend Edward Bosco. Probate swung by. We had Arkolv on. And also, I believe... Who else joined? Oh, God, there was one more person.
Goomba. No.
Goomba. He was there for a minute.
The Gamby. The Gamby was there.
Goomba.
Funny enough, I actually saw him on Saturday, just completely... I guess it's not that random. We went to a sushi place, so, I mean, the odds were higher than you average.
I saw Goomba at a sushi place of all places. Uh-huh.
What are the odds? Nah, it's not like I went to a Hooters and saw him. Like that would be...
That would have been like, gee, you know my secret.
Gim Gam.
Now you know where I work.
I didn't want you to find out. I don't want... You can tell people. He looks at you.
Don't tell anybody. You can tell some people. Also joined by Distortion Devil. How you doing today?
Mimi hungry.
Hungry, huh?
Yeah.
I feel you.
Have num-nums. Here.
I had some coffee, and that's it.
Yeah, I was thinking about making some spaghetti carbonara later, because Erica can still only have soft food, and it's one of the things I've never tried making, so...
It's good. It's easy, too.
That's what I figured. I don't even have a recipe. I'm just going to kind of fucking wing it. That's just kind of how I cook in general.
You should boil the noodles. That's like my only advice.
Carbonara does not have cream in it.
Yeah.
Just letting you know when you're going in.
I'm aware of that one.
All right.
I knew that one. Mostly because I've eaten enough of it. My mom made it a lot when I was a kid. So I got the taste profile down, which is usually how I cook. So that works out. Also joined by Monty Glue.
Hi.
How you doing?
I am very tired, but I'm here.
All right, so we have Chaotic Hungry and Neutral Tired.
Neutral Tired, yeah.
Good stuff. Everybody having a good week?
Yeah. Well, we're getting destroyed by snow. We're cold.
Yep.
It was Friday. It was minus 42 here.
So, Talk, I have to come up and visit in March. That's a thing. Still?
No, it'll be done by then, Nick. It's okay.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, where Kurt is, it'll be done, but not for me. It'll probably keep going. I feel like this is gonna last till April.
Just making sure, because my northern blood has thinned in this southern air.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
You won't always wear sandals, Nick. You won't always wear... Yeah, that's what does it. It's the wind chill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going up to South Dakota to visit some of Erica's, to visit Erica's grandparents with her in a couple of weeks. And they literally said, they required that I buy boots. And I'm like,
oh,
okay.
Yeah. It's like, here, you can't just be like, oh, just put on some shoes. Like, you have to get, good insulated waterproof boots here.
Yeah, so I own boots now.
Yeah, your flip-flops ain't gonna cut it.
No, and a thick winter jacket.
Yeah, luckily I have jackets because I moved here from Minnesota and I still own that stuff. It's just in a closet. So got that going for me, which is good. But yeah, I can't wear those flip-flops, otherwise I lose the toes, and then how am I gonna wear them? They'll never stay on.
That's the interesting thing is up here it actually tells you how long it would take for frostbite to onset in this particular temperatures. Yeah, on the radio they're just it'll take about 5 minutes for onset for frostbite, and we're like, Jesus, okay.
Really, at least they let you know.
Yeah, they do, which is good.
My school when I was a kid used to have a policy of you weren't allowed into the school until the school officially started. So they got in trouble because they only let people in if it was colder than -20.
Yeah.
And parents were
Sounds
like,
about right.
Can you fucking stop? All right, fine, we'll let them in.
Yeah,
I
know.
Was that the elementary school, Kurt, that I'm thinking of? I'm not going to say the name, but...
Oh, yeah, it was Finch.
Yeah, the one that
He'll say the name.
It caught fire 3 times. Good old school. That was a good school.
God tried his best,
Man,
Nadine.
How awkward. Oh, man, I sure wish I could get out of this cold and into that fire.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, we just gotta stay in between the two. Like, that's a sweet spot.
The best
Stand
part was
near the doorway.
The best part was all the fires were caused by rat nests, and I'm just like, that's awful.
What?
Yeah. The school caught fire 3 times because rats made nests in like the heating system or something, and then the nest would catch fire, and then we would all it happened like 4 times. We'd all be evacuated out into like -30 weather, and I remember as a first grader being huddled around like penguins with the other first graders.
Is it sad that I feel worse for the rats than I do for the children?
I remember one of my favorite moments in class was I held up a book that I had in grade 4. What's the USSR? Ignore that part of the map.
I remember those maps when I was a kid too. Like they still had them when I was in like kindergarten and first grade because they hadn't swapped them out yet.
Oh my god.
But I got a few people here to thank before we get rolling proper, such as Slipknot Lobster and Dill357. Thank you guys so much for the Prime subs. Hope you enjoy the emotes, the ad-free experience, and one of the most wonderful communities on the face of the internet. Welcome to the Lanimaniacs. Thanks so much for rolling with us, guys. Fallen Dragoon, thank you for the 7-month resub. Happy Lanniversary. Shadow Force 56 with the 2nd month. Happy to see you back. Thank you so much. Saying, yeah, 2 months. And yes, I've been subbed to TFS and Taka as well. Why? Because I love you guys. Aw, thank you. Xglor, thank you for the 15 months resub. X totally giving it to us here with 15 months and no signs of stopping. Thanks so much, X. Lasame1, thank you for the 5-month resub. Happy Lanniversary. Craig B11192, thank you for the 4 months. Happy Lanniversary. The Cheap Ass Gamer with the 6-month resub. Happy Lanniversary. Half a year, hot damn. Since 6 months down, an eternity to go. Aw, that's a long time to support me. Thank you. The Mr. Manatee, thank you so much for the 7 months. Happy Lanniversary. Also got Super Nerd M here with 100 bits. Thank you kindly. Saying, hey, Lanny, I've been a big fan of DBZA for years, but I always wanted to know where the jockstrap incident joke came from. Can you explain?
It's a reference to Calvin and Cobb's The Noodle Incident. It started off that way, but now we just keep adding more facts onto this story.
Except everybody involved in it is essentially dead now, so...
It's true.
Except Vegeta. Only Vegeta and Nappa know.
It's true. They're the only ones who know the true story of what happened.
They know the struggle. But yeah, that's basically it. It's just
we had to pay so many people off, Vegeta.
I know. It's just like they keep coming forward, and especially the Clawfors. They were coming out and looking for more, and then
how did they even know?
I don't know, but then they mysteriously disappeared.
They must have owned the land.
They might have, but then they disappeared. I don't know. Frieza said they got hit by a meteor.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
It does. Achilles Nipple, thank you for the 1,000 bits with no message. Thank you so much. No, I love that name. Thank you for allowing me to say Achilles Nipple.
With a meteor?
Achilles Nipple.
He got that move from... Yeah, Paragus got that move from Frieza. All right. Get some water in me. And all y'all ready to roll?
Mm-hmm.
I am ready.
Let's do this like Brutus.
All right. Stab your best friend in the back. Let's go.
A2 Brew.
A2 Brute. So let me write down the time I'm starting, because that usually helps me when I'm editing. That'll do. Last time on The Ties That Bind, Asmo found himself face to face with you, Solomon Liebentod's go-to drow. The affable errand boy delivered Asmo a series of tasks. One to reacquire Solomon's prized blade from the royal family of dragons, and another to mark 100 slain foes with a special brand. With message delivered, the drow disappeared into the shadows, promising to be in touch. The following morning, Daenerys, Wolfgang, T-Wig, and Asmo found themselves once again at the foot of King Bahoom's throne. This time, a request to join the royal family at the Peace Summit in Silver Rock was made. With all in agreement, they made travel arrangements and set out for Silver Rock. With few places to stay in this bustling town, Daenerys took the time to show off a new spell at the edge of town. Conjuring a modest black fortress, the party entered to a relaxing lounge, enjoying their brief respite as a crowd gathered outside.
You know, not for nothing, Daenerys, but there's a crowd of people forming outside. Asmo looks out the window.
That's a good question. Does this fortress have windows?
It doesn't actively say it. I would say that they would be small windows, not big enough for somebody to actually shimmy their way through.
Okay, so like slitted walls that you might partition arrows out of.
Yeah, arrow slits, basically. Wouldn't be surprised. The tower did just appear, and the area looks like it's mostly farm folk. So, who wants to handle the farm folk?
I can do that.
I immediately leave.
Oh.
You step outside to a bunch of, I guess the best word I can use is slack-jawed locals just sort of looking over this place. Well, it just kind of popped up out here right outside.
Hello.
Hello, who are you? You one of them northerners, fancy folk come down here making stuff?
I am not North. I am not fancy. I am T-Wig. It is nice to meet you.
Well, you got that fancy metal suit on.
What's your name?
Joe?
Nice to meet you, Joe. I like your fancy overalls.
Well, thanks. I just got them all sewed up. It's for the event. There's gonna be a party out there.
Oh, really? Can I help you?
We just want to know what you all's doing out here in this here field. I mean, my kinfolk out here, they're concerned that you just kind of pop up out of nowhere.
My friend Daenerys, he made this. He's a cat. He waved his arm and then it just poof, it did like that.
So you one of them fancy northern folk? Cause we've been dealing with lots of them with them fancy magics. I ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't none gonna explode on us, is you?
No way. I don't think I've...
We'd have to report that. Ain't nobody around here is gonna do that no more.
Have I ever exploded before?
I just think back to being in Timry's workshop.
I don't believe that there will be any exploding. Though I cannot promise this, as anything can happen.
More and more people continue to gather around here as the, it's not like an angry mob or anything, but it's definitely a curio that people are gathering around.
Maybe I should, 1 second.
I'm gonna run back inside.
Wolfgang!
Yeah, what?
Help, I'm nervous. Help!
Wolfgang puts on his hat and walks outside. Doing that cowboy strut.
Daenerys, you said you'd join him?
Yep.
Asmo's just gonna look from the outside like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
some tea.
Ladies and gentlemen, I realize this might be a startle for all of you, but this is going to be temporary. We'll be off your land soon. We are emissaries from the south.
An older man starts to step up. Well, this here's at the edge of my territory. You gonna pay for this land?
Like I said, this is only temporary. Both the Spire and us will be gone in, Daenerys.
Yeah.
He's standing right behind you.
Oh. Daenerys.
You turn around and yell, Daenerys! Ah!
How long does this last?
24 hours, but I can cast the spell again in order to make it last another 24 hours.
And how long we stay in here?
Until the summit, which is in about 5 days.
Less than a week's time, we will be gone, and you can go about your business.
The old man kind of eyes you over. As I said, you're at the edge of my land here, feller. And if you don't want me to get these guards to shove you off, more of a commotion is starting to kind of rumble from the back as people begin to part. Step aside! Step aside! There he is, the Baron! Baron! These whippersnappers over here just set up shop on my yard! Barristan kind of just like walks past him and like bumps him over. Ah! Alright, what's going on here? Pardon me, stranger, you look familiar. Do I know you? He kind of smiles down at the at you and Denier.
You might. My name is Wolfgang Connolly.
The name rings a bell.
We fought basilisks together a while back. We helped track down some brigands.
Yes, that's correct. You assisted me with those brigands. Ah, good to have you here. What brings you this far north?
The king requested us to be here.
The king himself?
We are accompanying King Bahum.
Has he already made it? I mean, he left in such a hurry the other day.
I don't believe so. I think he's still at the capital attending matters, but he'll be here shortly.
Well, welcome to my lands. Welcome to Silver Rock. He gestures behind him to the flourishing town and the small mountainscape. We're responsible for all of this land's gold, or all of this land's silver.
Beautiful lands.
Yes, quite fertile. In fact, I believe some of your weaponry, sir, you may have gotten those materials from here. He looks down at you, Wolfgang. This man, by the way, T-Wig, this man is very tall. Like, I'd say about 6'4". He's got flowing, luscious locks of black hair. He's got a perfect smile, like 10 out of 10, like no false teeth, no nothing, and a square jaw. He is the stereotypical depiction of what a harrowing night would look like.
Gotcha.
I believe you described him last time as Brad Pitt meets George Clooney.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm bad with actors, so I have an idea, though. I would like to walk over and help that old man up, who got kind of tossed to the side. I'm going to help him onto his feet.
All right, you do so. He must not have seen me. I'm a little short. I get it.
No, it's okay.
Thank you. He looks at you.
No problem.
You feel cold. Are you ill?
I am very sick. Achoo.
Stay away. He kind of like hobbles back.
All right, I just walk back to the group and look at this weirdly handsome man.
You seems to have changed, however. Didn't you used to, be taller and thought you had scales? I don't know. My memory's not great. Either way, welcome back.
Can I roll an insight check to see what he means by that?
Sure.
16.
16, you only know one person that travels with them that has scales, so you kind of get the idea that he's referring to Asmo.
Okay, I turn and go, with my best Asmo impression, go,
Yeah, it's me, Snake Guy.
Ha! Well, I like the armor. Much better for battling brigands. That way they can't stab you so good, huh?
Yes, I will battle all the brigands.
Ah, that's the spirit.
sweating oil.
Seem to be running a little.
Yep, I'll be running now.
I turn around and go back inside of the tower.
How'd that go?
Go outside, please.
I hate him, so no.
Oh, that's fair. That's really fair. I pretended to be you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was wondering what that was.
Was it good? Was it close?
It needs work. I have notes.
Okay, dang.
Your friend seems quite skittish, he says, looking back towards Wolfgang and Denier.
Ah, well, they're sort of a rough couple journeys we had.
Well,
Sort of getting back out on the road, getting them skittish again.
well, if you ever wish to regale me, I'd love to have you as a guest at our manor. You'll find it at the top of the hill over there, but unfortunately we're playing host to several dignitaries right now, so you'll understand if I can't leave that invitation open, as it were.
That's a fair point. We're only here as emissaries and guards for King Bahum, so perfectly
Moved
reasonable.
up in the world.
Guess you could say that, yeah.
Well, since last we met, I have become baron of these lands. Father passed away not too long after we met.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's fine. He was old. Weak! Not young and virile.
Oh, I want to insight him to see if he had some not so great feelings about his father.
Go for it.
14.
You can tell he's not broken up at the loss of him, although he did seem to respect the man.
Well, regardless, you still have my sympathies.
Well, I'll take them, I suppose. Anyway, enjoy my lands, and... thinking about it, you... Are you interested in a little bit of work?
Work?
Well,
What-
you mentioned here that you were playing God for the king, and I assume that means you would like him to be safe, yes?
Well, that is the goal for us
Perfect.
accompanying him.
Well, there have been some rumors about the town of certain, let's say, less than reputable individuals, although some of these rumors are probably just those not being used to the people from the north that are coming to visit. But, while it is hard for me to truly browse through all of these complaints, some of them may have merit. If you wish to assist in these matters, feel free to look about the town. I've heard rumors of a certain nature going around, one of a goblin being spotted nearby, or maybe goblins, not really sure. Filthy
All right.
beasts.
Well, if me and my company have time, I'm sure that we'd be glad to help.
Oh, at the summit in 5 days' time, I assume you'd have time. But if you're just on vacation, I don't wish to trouble you. This is, after all, my duty, and myself and Miss Vileblood have been doing a fair job of securing this town.
It's vile blood.
So she's here, huh?
Oh, you've met.
Asmo's hand itches.
You scratch at the small scar on the back of your hand.
You okay?
Yeah, I met her. She's, intense.
Oh. You have a
Captivating.
lot
Oh, sorry.
you have a lot of relationship with a lot of ladies.
Yeah, it's not been healthy.
Captivating woman, yes. Did you know that she found... Oh, what was it? I think it was three magic bloods on the way down. Oh, burned them upon entering. It was wonderful.
Duly
Magic
noted.
You know, if you have some that you don't want, I know of a facility down near the capital that
Here.
happily takes them.
Takes them? Like, incinerates them. If we do that whole here.
Think
no
of it
worries.
as a prison.
It's a whole, place to keep them so they won't harm anybody.
That seems cruel. Why not just burn them?
Because if you burn them, they won't be of use to anybody.
I mean, they aren't.
You'd be surprised. They can be.
Oh. What do they teach
Let-
down in the South? He just kind of rolls his eyes.
Lenny, as he's talking, I'm assuming I'm hearing this, right?
You have a passive perception that would probably allow you to overhear this conversation, yes?
Yeah. Does that emit anything? Does that do anything for T-Wig at all?
Nothing that's really coming to mind at the very least. I mean, you could actually go ahead and roll me an insight on yourself.
Okay. 17.
No, nothing really. I mean, you get like, yeah, nothing really comes to mind.
Okay.
Only whatever you're feeling.
So I don't know what magic bloods are. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can't say you've really heard the term, probably. You would have heard them described as the arcane innate. But regardless, if you happen to come across any of those, please feel free to report them to me as well. After all, those of the North are not too kind on their persuasion, and gotta keep things clean around here.
Oh, trust me, we'll be on the lookout, and we'll be sure to let you know if we see anything.
Wonderful. Oh, one other small rumor I heard twisting about the winds here. Somebody's mentioned that they saw a strange elf. Now, I haven't seen any elves around here in a while, but with those traveling up from the south and down from the north, who knows?
An elf?
Yes.
Get any sort of description?
Said he was kind of shadowy, shady. Didn't really want to speak to anybody. Out mostly at night, from what I understand. Could just be a recluse here with the...
Wouldn't happen to be a dark elf, would it?
Like... What, perhaps? Like a...
White hair, black skin.
White hair was mentioned, though most people... it's all faint rumors, really.
Well, we'll be sure to be on the lookout for this elf as well.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the information.
Absolutely. After all, what are old hunting mates for if not telling tales, eh what?
I suppose so.
Anyway, I should be going. Gotta shore up those defenses for the summit. You all have a wonderful stay here. I don't see any reason to make you move. I know the inns are rather crowded, and that place seems rather nice and cozy.
Thank you.
Well, I'm off then. Have a wonderful day. He starts
Farewell, Baron.
kind of waves. Farewell, Connolly. Kind of marches off. And the crowd begins to disperse as the Baron leaves.
He walks inside. What an arsehole.
Asmo's just chewing his fingernails. Yeah, that guy. Oh, man. Let's make it an obvious rule. Let's not talk about Pip while we're here.
Obviously.
Oh, by the way, T-Wig, Pip is a friend of ours we met. He used to work for him, but he was abandoned by that man.
I don't like him. He talked about burning people.
Yeah, we also shouldn't mention that there's a college in the capital that trains sorcerers.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's the thing. Ramses is sending emissaries here to try to get people from here. He's going to know about it sooner or later.
It should be handled by the professional politician.
If we find any, we have to get them out of here.
Well, it's obvious. We're not going to tell Kench about him. Said the wrong name, I think.
Nope, you said it
No.
right. Barristan Kench.
We're not going to tell Kench about him. That's for damn certain.
This is awkward.
Alto's going to be here in a few days as well.
He said something about a job. What do you know about it?
Well, he just said to inquire around town about some goblins.
Maybe the hobgoblins we sent packing.
Here's another thing. He said a dark elf was with them.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the hobgoblins.
I thought that they were bears that were also bugs.
Yeah, they weren't hobgoblins. Hobgoblins are like red with black hair, a lot taller.
Yeah, you're referring to the bugbears.
They could also be the remnants of town that fled east after Dark Launch was destroyed.
Well, either way, it's something to look into.
All right, so been given a couple of rumors, and you now have a place to stay, and the Baron's not going to make you move. Therefore, the people can't make you move.
Yeah.
So,
Knowing people in high places.
what's your course of action? It's probably mid-afternoon of the first day out of, the 5th day being the summit itself.
So what do you think? Gathering information, see what we can find, listen to rumors?
Yeah, might as well. Got nothing else to do for the next 5 days.
If Dark Elf is in town at the time of the summit, then exactly what I thought was going to happen was probably being set up. So we need to find this Dark Elf.
Yeah, but remember what happened last time we went looking for a Dark Elf on the East Summit?
Yeah, this time we'll split up. I didn't like that mirror verse. I was trapped in a mirror for a while, T-Wig. Don't ask.
I won't. That's awful. I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, it was not fun.
I don't know. The place we were transported to seemed like might have been some kind of a base of operations. I think Solomon operates in the north. I don't think they have that kind of setup down here.
I wouldn't underestimate him, though.
That's not what I'm saying.
So we are splitting the pack?
Suppose so. Asmo, you're good with your mouth. You can go to a tavern or something, talk about some rumors, maybe. Me and T-Wig probably go hunting for tracks or something. Denier can join you in the tavern.
All right.
All right, so since we're splitting the party now, go ahead and pick one representative from each group to roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
I'll go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, you do it.
16.
16 for Wolfgang's group.
All right, Taka, who do you want to do it?
I think
You
Taka
do
has the higher dex.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will do it. I didn't pop up my character sheet. I'm sorry. Initiative.
And regardless,
Damn it!
Asmo's just like, nap first.
One of those days, man. One of those days.
So Wolfgang, as Asmo's like basically lounging on the couch. If this were more modern, he'd have like a remote control in his hand and a few.
You have Netflix up. Be like, I'm staying in today. It's a me day, self-care.
No, I haven't made the medieval TV yet. Still working on it, though.
Yeah, we don't have
It's just Denier doing illusions in front of him.
We don't have Scryovision.
Yeah, we don't have Scryovision yet. So, Wolfgang, you and T-Wig step out into the farming field. And where do you guys wish to go to look for any signs of anything?
Knowing what I know about bugbears, they like to eat. So they'd probably...
They do like food.
Food good.
They probably are going around somewhere to get fed or maybe steal food. I don't know. There aren't rumors of stolen chickens or anything, right?
You haven't looked for rumors anywhere. Like, where do you want to start?
You said we're in a farm, right?
Yeah, you're in kind of like the rural area just outside of town. You can see the town down a dirt road that turns into a cobblestone road. You're on kind of like the dirt road end, and you're kind of just past the farming area, and you're essentially out to the west of town. Back to the east, you can see the mountains on one side, and then the like small mountains on the other side, which are kind of the lip of the maw.
Well, T-Wig, I think we should ask some of the fine folk around here if they've heard anything about bugbears.
Okay. Who?
There's still a small group of people around. Most of them are kind of wandering back to their fields. A couple of children have stayed behind just to kind of like look at that tower because I think it's really cool.
Are they tending to animals or anything?
One of them has a dog, but they aren't really tending to it. It's just kind of sitting there wagging.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and grab one of the farmers.
All right. You wander up the road just a little bit towards a couple of guys that are talking near a fence post near what seems to be kind of a field of corn. Can I help you, sir?
Pardon me, gentlemen. Baron Kench came by and informed us there might be a situation with some goblinoids around here. So wondering if you two had heard anything about that or had information.
Let me roll for these two gentlemen. They both seem about middle-aged men. One of them just kind of keeps staring at you while chewing on like a piece of wheat. The other one, who you introduced, or didn't really introduce yourself to, but the other one who actually spoke to you. Well, I'm just a hand around here, part-time. I did hear the old man up at the farmhouse, kind of curmudgeon-y old bastard he is, but he was talking about something going on last night. I don't really remember what it was. I was just trying to work the damn field.
Last night?
Well, he's curmudgeon about something. I was just out here putting some stuff away, about to get home.
Where'd you say he was at?
He points kind of down the way toward to a little farmhouse kind of at the edge of the field.
All right.
What you want to do is take a left, and then a
What
right.
you want to do is walk down this field here and take a right, and then you're there.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Hey, no problem, sir. By the way, that's a fancy place you got there. That's real cool.
Yep. Sure is fancy.
That's that magic stuff, right? It just kind of popped up out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, that's wizard stuff. Don't worry about it.
Man, I wish I could read. Kind of goes back to looking at his friend.
Do anything. Do anything you set your mind to. All right, come on, T-Wig.
He just sits there. I never thought of it that way.
I wanted to, the entire time that exchange is going on, I want to pet the dog the entire time.
Yeah, you're just standing over with the children and petting the dog. The kids think you're like the coolest fucking thing ever. They're just kind of looking around you. Whoa, what are you? What? That's some real cool armor you got there, mister.
I kind of, this is gonna be so rude, but I kind of ignore the kids and just keep petting the dog.
And I'm like, you're doing
Yeah,
good
they're-
work. Keep it up, champ.
They're just asking inane questions. Are you a knight?
No, it's not even dark outside. Oh, okay, let's go, Wolfgang.
Murph.
Goodbye.
The dog just kind of sits there, absent-minded, like wagging, looking at you. All right, you guys head off to the farmhouse.
Yeah, we're heading to the old man's place.
All right, as you get there, you see an old man sitting on what looks to be a kind of whittled rocking chair. It's the same old man that Kench knocked over. It's you lot again.
Hello.
Hello again, sir. He tips his hat.
Tell that one not to breathe on me. Said
I'm
they're
not-
sick.
I'm not actually sick. I'm better now. I had some medicine.
All right, but don't get me sick. I'm old. I don't need to be sick, too.
I
Ain't
assure
nothing
you,
to
sir,
ail
we
about.
are both perfectly healthy. We'd heard from one of the farmhands down there that there was some sort of a commotion last night, and that you might have something to say about it.
There weren't no commotion last night, just dealing with some varmints rolling through my fields, stealing some of my crops and breaking things down.
Sounds like them.
Could you show
Sounds
us
like
where?
who?
Well, Baron Kench, he had told us about some activity. There might be some goblins in the area, and we were wondering if that might be them.
Ah, so the Baron sent you. Bless his radiant soul.
Sure.
Fine, I'll show you the way. Ah, kind of gives that old man back crack. This way.
All right.
Grabs his walking stick and starts walking through the field with you.
Follow him.
What kind of field is it? Like, what's the crop?
Near the front of the house, it looks kind of like carrots and cabbage. Near the back is a lot of corn.
Okay. As we're walking, I'm just gonna druid craft a bunch of the corn and have it like pop, like grow slightly.
It's just kind of growing behind you, like the stuff's all starting to sprout and pop up, but he doesn't know, so he's just kind of like leading you. As you end up walking past the fence post, those two were gabbing at. You two, get back to work! Yes, sir, sorry. Meanwhile, they look at the field. What the... And he continues walking. He gets you to kind of like the back corner. Looks like it leads off to kind of the side where I guess the mines look off to be in the distance. Basically, if you're facing, you're kind of heading kind of like to the southwest corner of his land, which is kind of towards the end of this little, let's say, silver ore infested mountain. Yeah, it's right about here. Something broke down my goddamn fence. Gotta go buy more lumber. Shipment ain't coming in from the Fallwood for another few days.
Can I roll an investigation check to see if I can find any crops that look like they've had the corn stolen?
Sure. In fact, both of you roll investigations if you want to look around the area.
I was about to say I'd like to help on that.
13.
T-Wig, there have definitely been some disturbed stalks. A lot of them look like they were broken straight out or maybe even pulled out straight from the root.
That's 8 for me.
Wolfgang, this entire area, it's definitely been muddled over, but you can't tell what did it. It may very well have just been a stray animal that wandered in, grabbed something with its mouth, and wandered off. The area is just kind of patted down. Doesn't help that it seems like it rained. It doesn't help that it seems like it rained last night.
I would like to kneel down to one of the stalks that's still in the ground that has had its crop stolen, and I would like to cast Speak with Plants.
All right.
Here we go. Love this.
Hello?
Well, tarnation! What's she doing here? What? Oh, shit, I can talk!
Yeah, you can. Also, this is frightening for me.
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you none.
It's okay.
Can't believe Scooter turned into corn.
I was just thinking that shit.
Scooter's not dead anymore, guys.
He got reincarnated into a corn cob.
Catch a corn.
Well, it's just crazy to me. I ain't never spoke none before. I just normally sit here and then they come and pull off pieces of me. Hurts like the dickens, but goddamn it, it's what I do.
Well, that's what you get for being delicious. It's
Oh,
quite the bird to bear.
that's about right. So what can I do you for?
Oh, I have a couple questions. First of all, what's your name?
Oh shit, I ain't never had one of them. Fuck,
I'm
you
gonna
just
call you Cornwell.
Cornwell. Oh hell, I like that. Sounds fancy like.
Yeah, it's super fancy, like you. But I noticed
Oh
some.
shucks.
I noticed
Oh
some.
shit, that was a pun.
Oh boy.
I noticed some of your friends are, like, not alive anymore and, like, have been, stepped on and also have had their corn taken. Do you know who has done this to you?
Let me roll intelligence for this corn.
Oh, great.
I
Never
said
thought I'd
if he
hear that
only
name,
hear it,
dude.
See if he remembers.
folks.
I mean, there's been a lot of stuff going on around here lately. I mean, there was that rain last night. That felt real good. It helped me get up there. But, man, when there was some, like, commotion going on, like, I turned over and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then, like, there's, I don't know, things just, like, carrying off the, I don't know, I've never seen it like it before. Like, kind of like you, but, like, not really. Like, bigger, but not really bigger, but sort of bigger.
I understand.
And I nod sagely.
Did they go this way?
And I point, like, past the broken fence to, like, I'm assuming there's, like, is there a tree line, or?
Just kind of leads off into, there are some trees out there. Like, you're near some small foresty areas. There are, like, patches of trees. Nothing that you'd call, like, a dense wooded area. But there are certainly some areas that you might consider, like, a small forest leading off into the mountain region.
Okay.
This might be hard, but do you know how many there were?
Oh, shoot. I wasn't really paying attention too much, none. That storm was, like, raging and blowing us all around and whatnot. But, I don't know, maybe, like, 2 or 3, maybe 4, maybe 7, maybe 10. I don't really know. They done broke up that old dead tree over there, though. Really pissed off that old man. Oh, damn, that geezer's real pissed.
Old tree?
Oh, yeah, like right over there. You see that thing right there? That thing that's, what they call it, fencing? Yeah, that's made from, like, dead tree.
That's dark. I don't like that, but
Yeah,
understandable.
neither do I, but you know what? I ain't no tree, so, like, different folks, I just, like, they don't make me out of that none. They just kind of come by and rip pieces off me. That sucks, too, but at least I ain't dead and made into that.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for the information, Cornwall.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, no problem. Hell yeah, come back anytime. Like, shoot.
And, here, let me just...
And I'm going to touch him, and I'm going to cast Druidcraft to maybe fix where he's had things ripped from him.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Oh, heck. Oh, what was that like? Oh, shoot. Meanwhile...
A little bit.
Yeah, everybody else can't hear the plant, right?
Wolfgang is just looking down at T-Wig and acting like he's paying attention to the conversation that he can't hear.
The old man's just like, what the fuck? What the hell's going on here? I don't even...
That's some druid stuff. Don't worry about it.
Druid.
I turn around to Wolfgang and go,
Okay, so I talked to your corn. He said he saw 2 to 10 things coming through. They stole a bunch of stuff, and then they went that way.
I point towards the tree line.
Alright. Are you some sort of one of them there wizards?
No, I am T-Wig.
You confuse me, stranger. But at least you fixed my corn. He goes and starts ripping the corn, like the fully formed corn off him. Meanwhile, how long does Speak with Plant last?
I think it lasts like a really long time.
10 minutes.
Alright, so he's like, oh, this is great. I never felt it. Ah! 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 Ah!
I just tremble in place.
Puts them in kind of a small bag he's carrying them. Alright, well, thank you for your service. Yeah. If you find what did this, tell the Baron I said thank you.
Sure thing.
I can't believe.
All right, T-Wig, let's... yeah. You all right?
No, I am not alright.
I just kind of hug myself and walk.
Meanwhile,
I
Asmo...
lean down. I will cast Healing Hands on the cobra.
Oh.
The corn regains. The corn regains 6 hit points.
D&D is the greatest game ever.
That was so messed up, though.
The corn does not grow back, but the parts that look like it was torn off do kind of seam over. Oh, shoot, that feels better, I guess.
I'm so sorry, Cornwell.
Oh,
first
shoot,
of
it happens all the time. Don't worry about it none.
Okay.
We walk into the forest.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm so upset.
Meanwhile, behind you, everybody's harvesting all the corn that you helped build with Druidcraft. There's an entire field.
I'm an accomplice. What have I done?
Just screaming behind her.
If they could all speak, then yes.
It's a
I think-
cacophony of pain.
Hold on, I might be able to hear everything. Oh, if it's within 30 feet of me, I can hear anything within 30 feet of me.
Then as you're walking away, you're just hearing.
I hear the screams of the vegetables.
I'm a masochist, so I kind of like this.
This is actually pretty good for me. Oh yeah!
Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
So you guys all head off to the tree line with a cacophony of screaming corn behind you. Meanwhile, Asmo, Denier finally convinces you to get up and head out to town.
Asma just plucked one of the cobs with no one looking. Corn.
Yeah, you snatch it from one of the bushels as you're walking by. Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand.
Come on. Come on. 14.
It goes by unnoticed. They're all preoccupied with the fact that this corn just kind of sprouted way before normal.
Just sucks it dry and flings it back into the field.
Yeah, you do that cartoon typewriter thing.
So where are we going to be going there, Denier?
Inn would probably be the best bet, considering all the inns were full. And most stories tend to get told at the end.
It's fair. Or in a book. You like those, right?
A little bit.
So you wander
let's
your
go.
way into, you wander your way through the fields, up through town. You start getting onto the cobblestone as things start to look a little bit more residential. Make your way as you get further and further into town, closer to the hilltop manor of Barristan Kench. The roads get nicer, better paved, and eventually you're back in the town center with that massive statue and the burning pikes. And then there's
Insight.
the...
Can I do an insight or perception to know what those are?
Yeah, go for it.
9.
With what you've heard, you can assume what they are, but you don't know as a fact that they're, in fact, people burning stakes.
He's got a hunch, though. Okay.
Yeah, you're now in the town center. There's various shops around. One big tavern that a lot of people seem to gather at. Also doubles as partly an inn for the season. Looks like a lot of people are renting out spaces around here. There is one main inn that does have a small tavern. It's kind of like a... not really competition, but they both work for overflow.
And just making sure, there's not a placard with like a weasel and a mug around, is there?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I hope not.
Can
Okie
I
doke.
also?
Yeah, go ahead.
10.
8.
Not that you see.
Good.
Good.
All according to plan.
So do you want to go to the big tavern or the little tavern with the inn?
Well, if we want to find out about people who are coming into town who might have bumped into the goblins, maybe we should go to the inn. That's where they'll be staying at, right?
Yeah, but it's a small tavern with an inn, whereas the big tavern has a lot more people getting drunk.
That's not like exactly a big secret. God, we can't tell anyone about the goblins. But fine. You want to go to the big one? Go big or go home. Let's do it.
Asmo already starts walking there.
You start walking up to the inn. You start walking up to the larger tavern. It's called the Sacred Hammer.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Makes sense.
Out front, there's a bunch of people kind of playing some dice games. Having a drink, having a talk. There's definitely a dirge of people of different walks of life here.
How so?
You notice that there are several people who are dressed in like soldiers' garbs with their helmets off, probably guys who are off duty. But they have varying uniforms, some of them. Like some of them have the silver and white that you see kind of walking around town. Seem to be the standard town guards of Silver Rock. Then there are a couple that are here for the event in the typical bronze and black attire that you know from the south. And then there are those in the blue and silver that come from the north that you've seen. They seem to be not commingling very often. And then there are some various people that definitely look like they aren't from here, just dressed differently. It's kind of hard to place. Some fashion sense does strike you as people that you saw, dressed like around Coldreach, but a bit warmer.
Any familiar faces?
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
All right. 15.
8.
Getting a lot of 8s and 9s today from you.
Get him out now.
Yeah, got to get them out while you can. Yes, Daenerys, you do see a familiar face, though it's not sitting at a table. It's kind of viewing from the side, mostly keeping their eye on people walking around. You see the very uncomfortably familiar form of Inquisitrix Vileblood.
Daenerys nudges Asmo in the side and motions with his head towards her.
Yeah,
all the color leaves Asmo's body, starting from the hand.
Yeah, she seems to have a hood drawn over her head, but you can definitely make out them cheekbones. And yeah, she has a very memorable face.
Oh yeah.
And figure.
Yep.
She seems to be eyeing the crowd.
Oh boy.
Bet you she's got the same idea I do.
Yeah. Cool.
Asmo just keeps flashing back to the stab through the hand.
He slowly looks over towards Asmo.
That's a scary lady.
Asmo's a bit shook.
Asmo he's yeah. Asmo's a bit shook.
If you don't want to be here, we can go to the other one, man.
No, it's okay. She's not gonna stab me in the middle of the. She might. It's fine. Just not talk to her.
Yeah, just don't do what you did last time, and I'm sure you'll be okay.
I will not ever even consider doing that again. Unless we remember how she stabbed my hand into the table.
Oh, no, I remember.
Do your thing, I'll follow.
All right. Are there any groups of people that are just telling stories in the inn?
A lot of the people who are playing dice are usually having a friendly conversation over it. Some of them are telling stories. Some of them are just generally chatting about, what's been going on in town, things like that. A lot of basic conversations. Doesn't seem like anybody, you're still kind of mid-afternoon, so nobody's getting, super drunk and trying to, tell tales or anything like that yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's typically night tavern
Yeah. Then Daenerys going to go ahead and he's going to. This is probably going to be a bad idea, but Daenerys is going to join one of the dice tables and he's going to get into the conversation. Basically, he's going to try to observe and get information what he can about the town. While playing some light games of dice, nothing like super heavy, like lose everything. But he's going to tell stories. He's going to listen to everything, and he's going to see what he can get.
All right. You approach a table. There are 2 empty seats at one game table. A couple of what look to be northerners playing. Looks like a kind of a half elf, white hair, white beard. And then there's another gentleman with him. Looks to be another half elf, but brown hair this time. Can we help you, stranger? Hey.
Just thought I'd stop by, have a seat, have a chat, maybe play a little bit of dice, tell a story, maybe get a story.
Well, your kind seems a bit interesting. Ain't never seen your folk before, especially around here.
Yeah. My kind is far, far to the south.
Your kind, sir. Man says, looking at you, Asmo, who I'm assuming stayed with Daenerys.
Yes.
You one of them dragonborn folk we heard about? Don't look
That's
too
what kind of
dragony.
rolls his eyes.
More or less.
Well, if you're interested in the game, we'll play.
Yeah, that or Daenerys.
Yeah. I take it that you're from north of the mall?
Yep.
What town?
I hail from Berg. It's east of Cold Reach.
Yeah. Heard of
Terrible
Berg.
business going on around there.
What's happening?
Oh, well, rumor came by that several murders happened around them parts.
Really?
Yeah. Heard it was caused by some girl or something.
Oh boy.
Crazy how those things go.
Really is. Here, I thought that as soon as you said murders, the first thing I thought of was Jester of Bordeaux.
So, how did the word of the Jester of Bordeaux reach this far down past the maw?
I've been to the north. I've been to Cold Reach. I've been to Ice Forge.
Yeah, we heard about him.
Ah, that explains much. Wait. Hold on. Doing an intelligence check on the 2 of these gentlemen. One of them doesn't put 2 and 2 together, but the other one... If you've been to the... Wait a minute, are you the... I think I've heard of you. Were you some of the guys that... Were you some of the guys that are the reason that we're here right now?
What do you mean we didn't drive you down?
Well, no. I mean, like, you were the ones that delivered the message to the Archmage.
Yep, that's us.
Mm-hmm.
I did mention that one of you was very fluffy. I didn't expect... Kind of, like, reaches out towards you, Daenerys.
You touch your hair.
She's, like, reaching out for your face. Eh.
Yeah, he'll humor it for now.
Kind of, like, brushes your cheek. Ah. So it's not just some magic gone awry, then. That's what you are.
Yep. I am a walking, talking cat.
This place is full of such weird little wonders.
You got undead up north. That was wonderful for us.
I guess normal for one, different for another. Anyway, fancy a game?
Of course.
Stakes 5 gold.
All right.
You're essentially playing a game of Farkle with them.
I have no idea what that is.
It's an old dice game where you're just trying to... I know the rules, but explaining them is pointless.
Okay.
You're playing an old dice game.
I'll look it up after stream.
Dice poker.
Kind of, sort of.
Ah, that makes more sense.
It's like a very rudimentary form of Yahtzee is the best way I can put it.
Okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. I learned it from Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll me a base D20 for luck.
That is an 8.
Well, you lost this round.
All right.
Come to Papa. Luck like that, you better be buying the drinks later. So you're all here for the ceremony. I guess that makes sense why you'd be here, since one of the reasons it happened.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, if something goes wrong, we're here as well.
What do you mean? What do you think can go wrong?
Well, security purposes and everything like that. Better be safe than sorry.
You like that drow poking around?
There's a drow in town?
Oh, it's just a stupid rumor. They say that... They say that they pop up around the north, and... I mean, rumor has it that they serve the old master. Usually they're an omen of death. But with so many of us wandering in here, I think it's just a cruel joke. Northern folk heard about our traditions and decided to poke fun at us. We aren't as welcome as we'd like to be, but luckily, the lovely Miss Vileblood over there has been keeping the peace when things start to rabble about.
She definitely knows how to... Definitely keeps the peace.
I'd like to give her a piece. Says the man in brown hair under his breath.
Do I hear that?
Yes, but more importantly... Ah! He kind of jabs back. Ah! Reaches behind his back. Pulls out a small blade.
She heard you too, didn't she?
She is staring daggers at this table.
Quite
She's
literally.
throwing them as well.
She's throwing them, yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, shit, she saw me. Az was like, fuck, she saw me.
Daenerys gives a little happy little smile and he waves.
He kind of sets the knife on the table. Tink! And it flies off the table back onto her armor. Sink.
Scary power.
It really
I bet you won't say that again, will you?
Nope.
No.
He kind of falls asleep on the table.
And it was in the middle of his turn too.
Yeah. You okay there, Heinrich? You wanna get up? Basically the other man next to him, he's just going to conjure in the air, cast a small spell on him. Ow. Yeah, you feeling all right? Yeah, I'll be fine. But yeah, you've heard basically what these guys seems to know. Go ahead and roll me another d20 if you want to keep playing with them.
I'll play for a little bit, but
How much is a little bit? How many rounds here?
Ooh.
I'd say 3 rounds after everything gets said and done.
All right, well, you lost this round again. You're down 10 gold.
Okay. And one final round. 18.
Yeah, you won that round. So you got 5 of your gold back.
Yeah. So
Actually,
I'm
no,
only
you
down.
got actually no, you got 10 gold back. So because you're
I
playing
broke even.
both of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, you broke even. Good job.
Tell you what, lads, it's been fun. But if there's rumors, I want to kind of look into it. I appreciate both of your time, and do be careful. She sees all, she hears all.
Asmo, Asmo actually goes, yeah, she does. And she'll probably know what's going on. Oh, boy, here we go. Asmo just cracks his neck and starts to walk towards her. But like the
As
most
you-
awkward...
As you turn around to look at her, she's actually sitting there talking to Barristan Kench. And he's just kind of like doing that jock lean against a post while talking to her pose.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, Asmo's going to approach.
So yes, we have burned quite a few in our... Oh! I see you've taken the armor off. Hello.
What?
Vile Blood looks towards you. Hello.
Inquisitrix Vile Blood, it's been a time.
Yes, it has, Asmo.
It's got most of it right. It's surprising. I was gonna ask you if, since we're gonna be looking into that little goblin issue you have, I was just curious what you knew, Inquisitrix Vile Blood, because as someone just said, nothing escapes your sight or your ears.
Well, all I know is the rumors that are being bandied about. Some say they've seen goblins wandering around near the forest to the west. Some say they've seen some to the south. And some say that a drow has been stalking the streets. Though so far it's only been rumors, and very few people have come across any actual evidence. I think that some northerners are playing a bit of a prank, trying to dissuade some of my people from staying.
Well, thank you for your candid opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And Kench?
Yes.
Just kind of gives him a look. Good luck. Raising his eyebrows and Asmo walks away.
To you as well, companion. So anyway, as I was saying, I once burnt 5 in a day.
Yeah, it's
As
just
you wander
rumors.
away,
Just rumors, Denier. But
Well, it's something to go off of.
yeah, it is. Oh, let's try out the other place.
All right.
Meanwhile, Wolfgang and T-Wig, you have wandered outside of town towards the small clearing of trees. You find yourself in a very small forested area. Birds are kind of chirping in the air. Nothing seems off about this place. It's just a nice little forest.
This is pretty nice.
I figured you'd like it.
Yeah, I do.
Can I roll a survival check to look for any disturbances in the foliage?
I would like to help with this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. 22.
All right, and Wolfgang with the assist.
That gives me advantage, so it's still 22.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know if this was... All right.
Yeah, it's the
so-
help action.
22. As you're looking around, you're not seeing a whole lot to go off of that you would call a disturbance. You can definitely see that there's been signs of rain last night. You do find a basically what seems to be a shuck, like a shucked leaf from a corn cob, kind of littering the ground around here, though.
I pick it up and I show it to Wolfgang.
I have found the body.
Means our corn thieves must be walking through here.
Avenge me!
I will. Just rest.
Put it on the ground. Pat it gently.
Rest in peace, brave soul.
I stand up and kind of dust off my pants.
So it looks like they went that way.
Yeah, it looks like they went further south through the clearing, or through the little cropping of trees.
Let's go ahead and keep going then.
Okay.
As you travel through
Yeah.
this... Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, Wolfgang, I had a question.
Hmm.
At nighttime I don't sleep. And it gives me a lot of time to think about stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that all things, usually, with the exception of funguses and plants and other things, well, it takes two of them to make a little version of them.
King sort of looks back slowly. Correct.
Wolfgang, where is the human puppy's mother?
Remember that tree, Cherry?
Yeah.
Luna? She's beneath there.
Oh, wait, she's the one who's sleeping beneath Cherry?
She's dead, T-Wig.
She's dead.
T-Wig kind of steps forward.
But she's not gone.
No, she's not gone. But she's dead.
I'm sorry.
Oh. You didn't know.
But now I do. I hope I get to meet her someday.
I hope I get to see her again, too.
You will, I'm sure.
Till that time, I got our son to manage. So, that's keeping me occupied. Can't see her quite just yet.
No. But I think she sees you. Like, a lot.
I hope so.
I know so.
I give a wink.
Alright. Let's go. I guess, should we be quiet for this? Because we don't want them to attack us, right?
I mean, they're just bugbears, but I'd rather we have Asmo and Denier with us if we do decide to attack. So let's just go ahead and keep this quiet for now, and then if we find anything, we'll go ahead and meet back up with Asmo and Denier back at the tower.
Okay.
I will get down low into the foliage and move forward, following any corpses we find of fallen corn brethren.
All right. You continue over towards the mountain, and as you get toward the mountain, you see a figure kind of wandering in the distance. You can see kind of a shining glint coming off of them as they're kind of wandering around this hillside.
I will raise my arm to stop Wolfgang.
I freeze.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can see it?
Your natural perception saw it. At least you see the kind of glint of this figure moving around. Wolfgang, you can kind of see it too. Not nearly as well, but go ahead and roll me perception checks if you want to try to get a clearer view.
Sure thing.
Ooh, not
Modified 20.
16.
Yeah, you can tell it's definitely kind of a figure wandering around. Looks like it's by itself. All you can kind of see is kind of a glint coming off of it. You're not sure if it's... You think it's armor, whatever is glinting on them.
Solo act.
That's lonely. Should I transform into something and approach?
Your animal forms aren't exactly inconspicuous.
But they still have a silhouette.
Okay. All right, I'll be close by.
Okay, I am going to turn into a... Oh, I have a deer. Perfect. The white-tailed doe that I think was killed. I'm not sure. I think we saw it in our travels. I'm going to turn into a deer.
Yeah, the doe was not killed. They killed a buck.
That's right. That's right. I couldn't scan that, unfortunately. I'll turn into a deer. And I will just kind of stride forward nonchalantly and pretend to be like eating some foliage on the ground.
All right. Go ahead and give me a... Let's see, what would this be? Probably a performance check.
Okay.
Arthur Morgan in the distance hallucinating.
10. Middle ground.
You beat it. This guy doesn't seem to pay you any attention as you're kind of wandering forward. Looks like a gentleman in silver and white.
And
As
it's a
you're kind of
human?
wandering around. Yep, definitely a human. Holding a spear, just kind of patrolling around what seems to be a small dirt path that leads up the mountain.
Okay. How old would you say he is?
Probably in his late teens, early 20s.
Okay.
Post-adolescent human.
Any symbols on the armor at all?
Yeah, with your passive perception, you probably make out that the armor seems to, like, on his pauldrons, like the little shoulder pads off the armor, there are like a little symbol of a hammer kind of emblazoned in the side.
Okay. Is it like, does he seem like he's walking or is he at a post?
Well, right now he's just kind of like setting, like jabbing his spear into the ground and kind of like leaning, like kind of using it to sort of lean against.
I will kind of bring up the ears when I hear the sounds and then, yeah, as a deer would, gallop away, but towards Wolfgang.
He pays you some mind as you gallop away, but he doesn't seem to notice that you're made of metal just yet.
I go back up to Wolfgang. And oh god, I can't talk. I will, what can I do as a deer?
You can nod and shake your head.
I can, yeah. I kind of jut my head towards his direction. Jut.
Is this who we're looking for?
Shake the head.
Might be worth finding out who it is, though.
I shrug. Bringing up the legs.
All right, I'm going to crawl slowly on the ground. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation 3 times.
Okay.
I'm going to make my clothes dirty.
Okay.
Just so you know, I blend in and I'm not wearing stark white.
Gotcha. You're making camo. Good, because I was gonna make you roll stealth with disadvantage. Now I'll just make you roll stealth.
Yeah. Which actually not terrible with 6.
Oh boy.
But that was
This guy
terrible.
seems completely oblivious. Like he's just yawning and nodding off, looking in a completely wrong direction as you approach.
I am the master of stealth.
You're like holding up a single leaf in front of you.
Just have 2 whoopee cushions on both of your feet.
I'm gonna walk like right next to Wolfgang.
I'm going to get probably about 30 feet away from him, and I'm going to activate my angelic sight to cast Detect Magic.
All right. As you look over this man, he does not seem to have anything magical on him whatsoever.
Nothing in the surrounding area either, I assume.
Nothing that's sticking out, not within like 30 feet of you, which I believe is the distance of that.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Can you get a good look at the guy?
Pa pa da pa 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 ra pa pa. Do do. Do 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 do. Oh, but something. The dragons roar over the hills, soaring.
I'm gonna look towards
Something,
Wolfgang as this
something.
guy is singing. Just kind of like blank stare towards Wolfgang.
I'm going to try to get a good look at this guy.
Bellowing fire and breathing it whole, consuming the lands and making them whole. Something, something, monstrous abyss. Something, 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 something. God damn, I wish that bard would come back.
Would I recognize that song?
Go ahead and give me a intelligence check, just a general.
Okay. 8.
Nah, not from any of the, like, you've heard a lot of bards at a lot of taverns. This isn't something that kind of sticks out to you. That or this guy's really bad at doing it.
I'm gonna look to Wolfgang and point at myself and then point at the guy. And then point at myself twice and then point to the guy.
Hoof, him. Hoof, hoof, him.
Just like a dog pointing.
I'm gonna like take a couple steps forward and then just kind of look for affirmation from Wolfgang.
Go ahead and nod slowly. Not understanding entirely what T-Wig is trying to do, but...
Okay. I'm gonna walk forward. Is this guy like, you said he's on like a path, like a dirt path or something?
Yeah, it seems to be a small path that leads up the mountain.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the path and get a clear like line of sight with him, and he'll probably clearly see me. Like,
Oh, hey, that deer's back. Hold on. Oh, he knows something's up. What the hell?
I'm gonna slowly
What? He kind of
saunter
pulls his.
towards
He
it.
pulls his. Yeah, he pulls his spear out. What are you? Weird deer.
I make a deer noise as best as I can.
Actually, go ahead and do a performance check.
Okay. 16, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Sounds very deer-like. Although there's definitely like a slight jingle to it. Okay, still look fucking weird. He's holding his spear with a very poor stance.
I'm just gonna like a excited horse kind of like trot up to him.
Stay back! Stay back! Ah!
Going to
He's kind
directly,
of he's kind of wandering. He's kind of stepping back like really nervously. Trips and drops his spear. Ah!
I'm gonna like lean down and smell him as he falls over.
Don't eat me!
Lick him, even though I don't have a tongue technically.
Yeah, the metal abrasive surface in your mouth just think. Why was that wet?
He dropped his spear.
What was that? Yeah,
Did
yeah,
drop his spear?
yeah, he dropped his spear when he tripped. He rolled a I rolled a nat 1 for keeping his composure.
Oh wow, scariest deer. I'm gonna pick that up, the spear up in my mouth.
Oh god.
Just kind of like walk away with it.
Hey, I need that. I need that.
And stand, like kind of luring him if I can.
Hold on, I got you roboting here a little bit.
Oh.
Hold on, let me try restarting Discord here. There we go. If I try to rejoin, how's that sound? Hello? Well, that's not good.
There you go. Yeah,
There, okay. That
You guys-
fixed it.
You guys are clear to me, so.
Yeah, sorry. That fixed it. Just
There we go. Yeah, we're
stopping
good
and
now.
restarting. Let me make a little note here where I fixed that.
Discord hiccup. It happens.
Yeah.
Where did I cut out there? Sorry.
You were taking the spear away.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk down the path almost like a dog like Lassie trying to lure the guy. I'm gonna like walk forward, like, haha, I got your spear. What are you gonna do now?
He kind of reaches out. Hey, come, I need that. Oh God. Kind of starts running
Okay.
after you.
I'm gonna kind of like keep like every time like I'm gonna move and then like stop so he catches up and then keep moving before he can catch me, bounding the edge, and then I will lead him towards Wolfgang.
I can't abandon my post. Come on, you weird deer. Give me that back.
The moment I reach Wolfgang, I'm gonna drop the spear on his lap.
Who are you? He reaches to his side and pulls out a small knife.
I'm still hidden on the ground.
Well, at this point, he's right next to you.
Yeah, I dropped the spear on you. I led him to you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to cast True Strike on him, first of all.
Is this weird deer your pet? Why are you pointing at me?
Oh, no reason. Summon Requiem. Hello. Stay right there.
Okay. You're not allowed here.
Really? Says who?
It's just the Baron. I'm supposed to stop people from coming here. The mines are closed right now.
The mines. Okay.
Yeah. Well, with the event going on, we're supposed to keep people out for right now, just to make sure everything's on the up and up. Everybody's supposed to be out. So that means you too, whoever you are. I'll use this.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't make me. Can I have my spear back?
I go ahead and kick him his spear back.
He picks it up, holds it with like really poor form, like his elbows like back behind him a little bit.
All right, I despawn Requiem. Right. So you're under the Baron's orders.
Uh-huh.
So are we, sorta.
The deer shrugs.
Sorta. We're out here looking for goblins or maybe dark elves. If you've seen any of those, some information might help.
No. I'm just out here. I'm just supposed to make sure that people don't go in the mines right now. That's all.
Can I roll an insight
That's my
check?
job. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. 14.
Telling the truth.
Oh, okay.
What for?
Well,
Why are the mines so dangerous?
Well, it's not that they're dangerous. They're just like people. Like people aren't supposed to be working in them right now. They're supposed to be out helping with the festivities. A lot of I'm normally a miner. I don't really know what I'm doing with this. They needed extra security for the event, and I could use with better pay. And if I show that I'm good at it, then I can do it full time, and then I don't have to be in there withering away like me dad.
That's where you get all your silver, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, I mean, our blacksmiths craft the armor, and yeah, we're silver miners. That's what we do. And those of us that do a good job might get a full-time job as guards. I'm just trying to do my job. Do good.
Well, since you don't have any information on the goblins or the dark elf running through the forest, I guess we're done with you.
There's elves in that forest?
Probably one. If you haven't seen any goblinoids with them, then we don't really care about them.
I ain't seen no goblins here, sir. They've been... Well, the Kenches burned them out of these hills long ago.
Yeah, well, there's more.
The deer's eyes narrow at that statement.
Either way,
What's wrong with your deer, by the way? It looks strange and metal-like.
gonna reach into my bag, pull out a gold coin. I'm gonna hand it to him.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. But
That's for not caring about that.
Okay. Well,
Good
thank.
way of
I. Okay. Kind of puts it in a little pouch at his side. Thank you for your contribution, sir.
Mm-hmm. One more thing. That song you were humming, what is it?
Oh, something that some bards passing through here a while ago was singing. I really liked it. It's about the formation of the lands and the war the war that we just got out of, I suppose.
You know who sang it?
Oh, just some bard, as far as I'm aware. I didn't really catch his name.
Elf, black hair.
Might have been half elf. I don't really know. Never really seen too many full-blooded elves till this week.
Interesting enough. He's in town for this. Oh well. Guess I'll find out later.
Well, oh, okay.
You should probably get back to your post.
Yes, you're right. Yes, I got to do my job.
We're not gonna
if there are goblins or something out here, and well, I might not be equipped to handle them if I find anything. You said you're working for the Baron, right? So if I went to you, I'd just be doing me diligence if I were to have seen something, right? And maybe if I pass the information on to you, you might tell the Baron I helped out, and maybe that I did a little bit more than just told you.
What's your name, son?
Sorry, sir. My name is William. William Minor.
William Minor.
Part of them.
I will be sure to remember that.
I come from a long line of miners. That's just my family name.
I can tell. Well, if you do see anything, William Minor, come to me. I'll put in a good word with you.
I'll let you know then, sir. Thank you. Take care of that animal. I think it might be sick.
I make a deer noise again.
It seems to be acting fine, but it's just I never seen one like it. Is that why you ain't at it?
Yes. That's exactly why.
All right, well, I'll keep watch out here for you then.
All right. Come on, Teewig.
I will follow Wolfgang without breaking eye contact with this guy. Just like
You walk backwards as a deer.
Yeah, I walk backwards and still like look at him. I will drop the form though once we're out of eye shot.
Man, that guy's really scared of herbivores.
I think he's just wasn't keen to the fact that he just saw a deer made of metal and leaves.
All possibilities.
Either way, we're still not any closer to these hobgoblins, not hobgoblins, bugbears.
Yeah. Maybe I should look for more tracks.
Possibly. He didn't seem to say anything. I don't know how long he's been standing out here.
Starting to get kind of late in the day.
What do you think? I could look maybe a little bit and then we could head back if I find nothing.
Let's do that. Let's do one more check, and then if we don't find anything, we'll go ahead and head back to Danir's tower.
Okay.
All right, each of you roll me a survival check back in the woods as you're heading back.
24.
19.
All right. There's definitely, like, aside from, like, the corn shucks and things like that, while it did rain the previous night, according to the corn, it was a bit of a storm, blowing some stuff around. You can definitely make out the clear track of a goblinoid. And it's definitely a goblin itself, like a very small footprint.
Okay. I will point this out to Wolfgang.
Wolfgang, look!
Smaller than a bugbear. Might be an actual goblin.
Still something. Want to follow it?
Does it lead anywhere, or is it just like a singular footprint?
You can only find one track, unfortunately.
Okay.
But you do know that something's in the area. The footprint seems to be leading actually away from the mountains out west, where it does look like there are a few more wooded areas.
So it's leading west.
Yeah.
Let's go back. And then we'll come here tomorrow morning with the whole gang.
Okay.
All right. Daenerys and Asmo, as the day kind of wore on, you're not getting a lot of information out of the townsfolk. Just the same rumors over and over again. So eventually you just kind of decide to get some food and then head back to the fortress that you made.
So you never need to you can just always have a place to live in from now on, huh?
As long as I have the space for it. I don't know if it'll, if the summoning of it will affect the terrain or not. That's one thing I'm still going to have to test on.
Most might just flatten it out. Hell, the farmer might thank you.
Well,
So
I'm thinking about is more along the lines of if I try to do it in a cave, if it works like Tom's doorknob or if it just won't appear.
Huh. That's a good point. Well, you'll find out eventually, won't you?
Asmo just kind of like puts his feet up on the couch.
You're going to like the washroom that I've made.
Oh, really?
Set it up. Yeah.
Why is that?
I put something in there special just for you.
As you're talking about this, the door opens and in walks T-Wig and Wolfgang.
Hello.
Hey.
How'd you guys held up?
We have found goblin tricks.
Well, it's better than what we found. Guess who we saw today?
Who's that?
Inquisitrix Vileblood.
She stabbed a guy.
Yeah, she did.
Well, for that, I'm not surprised.
Kind of her thing. And get this, Barristan Kent was hitting on her.
Well,
Why was
that's
he-
interesting.
Why would he hit her?
Not hit on, it's like flirt. Try and engage with a coupling ritual.
Oh, I understand this.
Yes, yeah. I realize I gotta like kind of sum up things in a certain way so you learn more.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I'll try my best. No, so alright, I seem out of it. Just a lot on my mind.
Like maybe like a person who you like?
What do you ask that?
Oh, no reason.
Okay. Hey, Wolfgang, can you sit down for a sec? Actually, all of you sit down. I need to tell you something.
All right.
Thinking about bringing it up. A couple nights ago, I got visited by someone in my apartment. You know, the one that's overlooking Meat House.
How did you manage to get that thing anyway?
I asked for a favor from the...
How did I get that? Did I just ask for a favor from the... royals?
Basically, it was part of your payment for your for what you did for the country, essentially.
I got that beautiful top of the building place because, what we did up north. So,
You specifically requested near the meat house, didn't you?
that's not really relevant right now, but yes.
Fair enough.
So after the job, after I came out and, came out to the party and came back home, you won't believe who was waiting for me. It rhymes with boo.
Was it you?
Yes, it actually was, but not in the way you think, I don't think.
Oh, no.
You showed up in my apartment.
I wonder how
told-
I found you.
I told...
Oh my god, where's her name? Oh my god, come on. Where's I put that? Shoot, my notes are a mess.
I told her about that. That's why I had the private meeting with her.
Oh, Lady
Tia.
Lady Tia, there we go. Jeepers, there it is. I have it circled and everything.
Lady Tia. That's what I told her about. You showed up for 2 reasons. To watch me. You wanted the sword. The one I took as a joke. Yeah, I'm paying for that now. He wants it back.
The Sword of Dragon's Bane?
Yeah. I'm not getting that back from Lady Tia.
Of
So
course
he wants
not. It's a fool's errand.
Yeah, so he wants it back or else.
You'd have to steal it back. And if you go stealing from the royals, you're on.
Yeah, you think I would be that dumb? Like, that's why I'm telling you this. Oh, come on now. Secondly,
Asma holds up his hand, and you can see the ring turned around in his palm.
I have to brand 100 people I kill with this, or else.
Feel like not going to get a direct answer to this, but or else what?
Oh, I think that's probably what he loves about it. Or else could be anything, but it's going to be bad. That's why I'm distracted. That's why I'm distracted.
Brand.
Yeah.
Asma just pulls open the shirt. I don't know if you've seen this, T-Wig. There's a brand on his chest. It's the same symbol as the ring.
I just tilt my head.
I don't know what to do in this scenario. Best I can do is get the leader of the Deadeyes for him. That's all he wants. It's the guy who ordered his death. Otherwise, I'm screwed.
I don't feel right about putting that brand on 100 corpses.
No, neither do I, but if I don't, what do I do? For all I know, he flicks his fingers and this brand on my chest, which can't be gotten rid of, by the way, just kills me. Between a rock and a hard place here.
What happens if you die with the brand?
Seeing as how it was put upon him by a man who can control the forces of life and death itself, I'd say a couple of things could happen. It could either come back as a zombie or a revenant.
Oh my god.
Asma's just like, Jesus Christ. Like, Asma's like, oh God, why'd you just have to say it?
That's exactly it.
Or
Hmm?
you come back as a Revenal or whatever, or what else could happen?
It could take
Mark.
your body directly to him. It'd say that he wants your flesh.
That's true.
He wanted my bones. My snake bones.
No, he wanted your flesh.
Damn it. He wanted my flesh. My snake flesh.
He wanted Daenerys' bones.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to bring up, but okay.
And I hope this guy doesn't meet me. He's gonna be really disappointed.
Your lack
don't
of
have
bones.
meat or
Find you
bones.
fascinating.
Well, technically, you have a skeleton under.
They'll probably try and drape him in the... Anyways, the point is, I'm between a rock and a hard place here, and I just didn't know how to tell you guys this.
Seems like it.
All I can do is pursue my leads on the Deadeyes. And if we're fighting anything, I have to mark it. Or else. I'm scared what or else can do.
Denier,
Yes.
you're good at making magic. Can you make magic go away?
Not yet. If I was good at that kind of thing, I would have turned our friend back in the capital back into his old self. I'm good at countering it when it's being casted, but I'm not good at breaking it yet.
Because, well, that person you talk about is not the only one who can really mess with death, per se.
Hmm?
No, there's...
I have a spell that might help?
No.
This is going to sound really strange, and,
Kind of scratch the back of my head.
I have a spell that essentially, if you're willing, would let me kill you instantly.
I don't know if I...
Whole room turns.
But it will only last 1 hour, so you'll be dead for an hour. And then you'll come back.
Like, what?
Mm-hmm. And
Asmos.
but here's the trick, though. Every single inspection and spell that detects whether or not you're dead doesn't work. It claims that you are dead.
Asmos just kind of looks around the room.
Ooh.
Well, he's going to be well and truly dead for an hour.
Yep. But
Can I roll an Arcana check on that, Lanny?
Go for it.
26.
Nice.
Nice, 19.
Could I tell her what the spell is with that check?
You can.
Okay. It's feign death.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was.
Denier, with your knowledge of Solomon and the information that he's asking he's asking people to brand, basically he's asking Asmo to brand corpses with the symbol. You think that might be a bad idea?
Yeah, putting that brand on those corpses is a bad idea, dude.
No. Casting that spell on somebody with
Oh.
that brand is a bad idea.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then I'll take it back. Yeah, you don't want to cast that spell, especially on Asmo with that brand. That would cause catastrophic effects.
okay, then I will not do that. I just figured I'd put that on the table.
And I pat the table.
Appreciate it, T-Wig, but yeah. I kind of want to live. Ugh.
Either way, what's to say that when you're done branding these 100 corpses, he won't just kill you anyway?
He's the kind of guy to do that. But he definitely will, if I don't.
Quite simple, Wolfgang. He doesn't have the head of the Deadeyes. Until that is done, Asmo's still useful to him. This is probably just a loyalty test or something to prove that he has power over Asmo.
Or that he's bored.
This
My
could
wage.
just be what do you call it?
He could just be fucking with me for all I know.
Getting
Branding him
more.
could mean nothing. That's
You
the
could-
thing, though. You is watching me. And he can go right invisible. That means he's in the city.
So
I
one thing
can't
that we
say
could-
this, but if we captured him, when we get back, who knows what he knows? But I can't know about it. Or be present. In case he can, see through his eyes or some shit, which he probably can do. Dealing with a god here. Oh, God, we're dealing with gods. Aspen just kind of puts his hands in his face, I don't know. It needs something. We need to do something about this. I need to, at least. I just need you guys to know. Because, man, we worked together in the past. I actually like you schmucks.
Seems like a curse.
Oh,
If we could-
yeah, it's totally a curse.
If we could somehow find a way to get someone powerful enough to remove the curse.
Gotta find someone of equivalent power to that guy.
We know too.
The Archmage.
Question is, will they do
Although,
it?
yeah, that's a good point. The Archmage is sort of questionable loyalty when it comes to Solomon.
No, if
Well, I wasn't
Archmage-
referring to him.
Out of character, did we find out that the Archmage actually works for him or reveres him?
Yes. The Archmage has been waiting for 1,000 years for him to return.
Yeah, he'll know what that symbol is. So,
Yeah.
so we know this
Our-
though. Our characters know this.
Yeah, we know this.
Yeah. He refers to him as his master.
Yeah, I don't know if I really trust the guy who refers to the man who branded me as his master.
No, absolutely not. He can never know what we know. I was more thinking Tom and Lush,
Well,
but I don't know if they'll get involved.
yeah. If
Probably
they are
not.
gods as they claim, they're not. Get rid of curse gods. They're ones like. What he's storytelling, he claims it. What was Lush again?
Revelry.
What revelry? Like partying?
Yeah.
Sex?
Sure.
Oh boy.
That's my-
Oh boy.
Either way,
Figured I'd tell you this.
let me do some thinking. We know two gods who are unable to help, but I might know one that can.
Yes, go on. So cryptic all the time. God.
Well, you know,
Asmo's clearly anxious.
I was like, what?
I've my fucking eyes glow with like holy energy. Hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
Would I know more about the life god from, teaching in the school and like attending lectures and stuff like that?
You know that the god of life is the basis for pretty much all living things, including the life that flows forth from the planet. You know that there's always a constant balance between life and death, and that, yeah, for the most part, life is a relatively neutral god, aside from the fact that everything sprung forth from life, including most of the realm-dwelling gods.
Realm dwellers.
Well, if none of the other gods are willing to help us, maybe the god of gods can. Oh, sometimes in my dreams I hear voices. Maybe tonight I'll try to contact him, see if I can learn anything. But one thing, Asmo. I can't let bodies with that brand fall into Solomon's hands. I will not allow this.
Then I hope to God your God responds. I ain't dying. I've got something I want to accomplish before that happens. Okay?
I'll do everything I can, Asmo.
And I'll do everything I can.
Asmo gets up and kind of walks out the door and closes it. Asmo's pissed. He's gonna go for a walk. He's going for a walk. He's tired.
Why is he mad? What?
Asmo's mad because Asmo doesn't know what to do in this scenario.
Oh, okay.
He was hoping that the group talk would help.
Maybe. At least they know about it now.
Yeah.
All right. So it's night now.
Yeah, the sun is officially set, and Asmo is kind of wandering back into town, I'm assuming for a drink.
I would
pretty
like
much.
to follow him.
All right. Do you wish to follow him stealthily or just in general?
I'm gonna turn into an animal, I think,
Okay.
and follow.
Is it wrong that I just imagine T-Wig just like, doot, doot, with the fingers up, like sneaky, ding, 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 ding.
I'm gonna actually. This will work great. I'm gonna turn into the dog in the park that I found. I'm gonna turn into a mastiff and follow him.
Good
Okay.
breed, good breed.
Boof.
Borf.
They boof, right?
Yes, they're boofers.
Oh, yeah.
They're big dogs.
They're-
Mastiffs are boofers.
Oh yeah, they're so funny. I love them so much.
All right. T-Wig opens the door and trots after Asmo.
Oh, I'm gonna run after him. I want to catch up to him as soon as possible. I don't want him being by himself.
Asmo, there's a dog next to you. A metallic dog.
What, T-Wig? Asmo's got he's kind of like got his hands in his pockets going like, meh, don't want me left alone.
Shoulders shrugged up.
Bark.
Hey, looking. I know, I stormed out there, I'm pissed.
Bark.
It's just really complicated because me and him don't really get along all the time. And for the first time in a long time, I'm actually really scared.
Bark.
I'll be fine, I'm just, yeah, you can walk along with me.
I nod.
Does your tail wag?
Not actually, no. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm kind of just, yeah. I'm basically acting as guard dog at this point.
Neutral dog.
Yeah, I just don't want him to be by himself. Definitely gonna keep my eyes out for any suspicious figures as we're walking.
All right. Well, you guys wander into town and probably find a table at a bar, and yeah, you garner a lot of attention, T-Wig, but Asmo probably shoos him off.
Yeah, I'm
My
gonna be
special dog, get away.
I'm gonna try and be as, as no, I don't want to be stand out as possible, as inconspicuous as possible as we do this.
All right. Meanwhile, Denier, Wolfgang, you're still back at the fortress. What do you wish to do with your evening?
I have a couple ideas, but it depends on what Connor wants to do.
I'm going to try to contact my patron.
All right. Give me... What would be good for this? Probably insight.
Okay. 19.
You go to like kind of a private area, just somewhere where you can be alone, and you attempt to meditate. You close your eyes and you as you do, you clear your mind and just try to tap into some of that inner light and focus in on that. You see the face of your son kind of giggling and waving his arms about. It's more than that, though. It doesn't feel like a memory. This feels like almost like you get this warm sensation all over your body. And not just that warm cockles of your heart feeling that you get when you're, with your son. This is more of a feeling. Like you're in that bright, warm space. And as the air around starts to move, you realize that you're not in that blinding white sphere that you normally find yourself in when you're in contract with your patron, but you're actually in the sky. And as the white clouds start to part away, you see these two little wings off the side of your son. He looks at you and his eyes glow. Behind him is the mountain of Platinum Peak. And off even further beyond that is the golden and red sands of the west. And as you stare into your son's eyes, you feel as if you're being drawn in, and then you snap back. And here's where we'll take a break.
Yay! Thanks for coming along, Nadine.
I wanted to. I'm just like, I don't want you being by yourself when there's a crazy murder. The moment you're like, there's a guy after me, T-Wig's like,
I just imagined you having the conversation with me, and I was just responding to it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, I need to eat something. My stomach's growling.
The
No
answer is
worries.
Jamat!
It was Jamat all along!
Oh, there, master!
Hey, master, how's it going?
You're back.
I'm in the sky.
I've been working on this fancy flying magic that...
No shit!
I will be right back. I'm going to
Me
refill
too.
my water.
I am not
Then
going
we'll
anywhere,
thank
so I
you
can hang
people
out
for
with
their
chat.
generous donation.
How's it going, chat? Going pretty well. It's Monday. I'm getting to have some D&D. Everything's good. Tyler, pretty concerned if Lenny's. Let's see. I have no idea. PB Pixel? No idea. You have to ask Connor that. Thank you, TKO. It was super close. I'm so glad that Grim actually managed to keep it. He's the only champion to actually walk out of Multivania with his belt. And he is going to get so smug because of it. Let me see. Any advice on how to script character dialogue? You have to have an idea of what you want to say, but sometimes you can't just script everything. You have to be able to improv along with the group, because the group's going to ask you all kinds of questions that you have no idea what they're going to ask.
If I could speak to anything about that, just have the beats you want to hit. What are the things you want to get accomplished with this conversation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for this entire session, I have 5 bullet points written down. And we have crossed one of them.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna.
That's wild.
We're gonna kind of move through these next couple of days a little bit quicker than that first one.
And since you're here, I'm going to tag out with you so you can bit drops.
Indeed, because I gotta thank some people for some bit drops here, including Slipknot Lobster with 100 bits, saying, in my elementary school, we had yearly infestations of corn beetles. The bastards are more resilient than cockroaches, and they were everywhere. In the lights, in the food, in the carpet, there was nothing we could do but battle them for supremacy. Oh, shit. That's rough.
They require a sacrifice of corn every year.
You did not pay the sacrifice, human. Ugh, gross, though. Protoss103, thank you for the 11-month resub. Happy anniversary, dude, saying, been loving this campaign. Can't wait to see what happens. Question for Taka. When's Fred Space 2 DLC? ...
Ellipses.
The anime pro, or the
Wait,
Final Fantasy 8, the Final Fantasy 8 pro tag answer.
I was actually eating celery. I did not hear what you said.
He asked, when's Fred Space 2 DLC?
I'm not doing the Fred Space 2 DLC. One day, me and Nick are going to do Fred Space 3.
One day. It will happen.
Because we did Fred Space 1, Fred Space 2, the backdowning. And Fred Space 3 has to be... I'm trying to think. What was like Step Up and Bring It?
Fred Space 3, The Streets.
Ooh! See, that's good. Back in the hood.
Kaze3173, thank you so much for the 6-month resub. Happy anniversary, saying, just wanted to say thanks. You guys helped me survive my depression, especially you, Kurt. I know you got it too. I just know that you are loved no matter what your brain tells you. Oh, thank you so much, Kaze. Kurosakura93, thank you for the 6-month resub. Happy anniversary. Cool Cuts, thank you for the 500 bits, saying, I made it back. I've missed everyone so much. Totally roll with me deprived, so I'm ready for some art-worthy moments. Also, Mani, didn't get to see your live appearance so long ago, so now I can finally say that T-Wig is one of the sweetest things on this planet and deserves everything in life. And with an additional 100 bits saying, oh gosh, what's happening? Send help! Tony Zenos, thank you for the hundo, saying, can we just yeet Barristan into a volcano? First he abandons Pip, now he could burn the innocent boy if he knew that he was alive, and a sorcerer. Yeah, Pip managed to stay hidden throughout his entire tenure.
Man, Pip's so great.
Art Jack, thank you so much for the 30-man raid, dude. Hope your stream went well. TTA Dakota, thank you for the 7-month resub. Happy anniversary, saying hopefully I should be able to catch these live from now on. Awesome to hear. Glad to have you. Tony Zenos, thank you for the hundo, saying, poor T-Wig, it is too pure for this torture. Indeed. Hug Lords, thank you for the 6 months. Happy anniversary. Cool Cuts with the additional hundo, saying, sorry, I couldn't stick around enough to understand what's happening, but I'll see you guys on the VOD. T-Wig shall get her art piece one day. Also, hi, Bobby.
Hi, Trace. I'll see you after the stream.
Z-Man Stardust, thank you for the 6-month resub. Happy anniversary. Sage King 14 with the 2 months. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much for sticking around. Briz on Ice, thank you for the 1,000 bits, saying, Corn screams, my ears!
That was, by the way, I want you to know that was one of the funniest moments in D&D. That was profoundly hilarious.
It was a lot of fun.
It's because of your screams, Nick. They were so believable.
I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
I pride myself on my screams. Mainliner X, thank you for the 18-month resub. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much for that double sub baby of support. Seto Sister, thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you so much with no message. Blackfoot Ferret with the elite bits. Thank you so much, man. And Grimless Prime with 250 bits, saying, how's it going, guys? Accomplished my goal of beating a motherfucker with another motherfucker in my D&D campaign on Saturday. Killed a goblin with his boss in one shot. That's awesome, man. Gotta love those moments. Whoop. And Argent Lyle 13, thank you for the hundo, saying, every time T-Wig gets super emotional, I just imagine her acting them out like Chappie. I can see it. Welcome to the stream, Density. We're just on a little break right now. Everybody gets refueled and rehydrated and dump any excess hydration, I guess.
Ah, yes.
Ebbia7, thank you for the hundo, saying, thanks for the advice. Your Flanders character inspired me to make a flamingo Kenku Thieves Guild leader.
That's
nice.
Great. I honestly, low-key, I've imagined playing a Flamingo Kenku monk.
They're very flashy.
They are.
It's surprising how often you'll have all these characters on the back burner, just ready to go if you have the opportunity.
That's what a lot of my NPC stock is.
Yeah. I'm up to about like 7 or 8 now.
Right.
Dr. Wallaby, that's hard. That's harsh to say. I mean, talk at this rate, you might have to. Ouch.
Oh.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So we're doing, I think, is waiting on Monty now.
I think so.
Looks like they've muted the conversation.
Monty, I believe, might have to go forage for food in the woods.
Oh, no.
It's very cold there, right? Yeah, she might be lost. We're going to send out a search party soon, though.
She's hunting at the moment.
Yeah, she'll be right back, though. She found a trail.
Cool.
It's like that, it's like, what you call, Red Dead Redemption 2 hunting. She'll be back in like a minute.
Yeah.
Got me a deer.
Viral Tech 1, thank you for the hundo, saying, how many takes did you do for the Vegeta Rage Scream? If we're talking about the Rage Broken Scream, probably 2 or 3, just to make sure I had the right length and intensity.
Lanny's really good. Here's the thing. I think you heard it earlier. Lanny, that's one of your... You know how like a lot of voice actors have that one trick that no one else can quite do? No one else can quite yell like you.
I also pride myself on my fake laughter.
Ooh, see, that's where you and me will compete, because I think we're both really good at fake laughter. You're about to do it, aren't you?
That's the thing, Taka. I don't need to show it off now because I've always faked it.
I just put my hand on your shoulder.
I came back at a good time.
Yeah.
I hope the hunt went well, Monty.
Yeah, you were foraging.
You got
foraging.
sustenance.
How did the foraging and hunting go?
I ate the tiniest banana.
You found a banana in the woods. How long did it take to track?
Like a solid 5 minutes.
I ate a
so
plantain
small.
once.
It was so tiny.
I thought it was a banana.
It got separated from its pack.
Apparently, yeah, it was the weakest
No, from
one.
its
It was the
Nick,
bunch
it's
of litter.
called a bunch.
Weed out the weak.
Yeah,
That's separated from its.
But before we get back into it, lovely Lorelei51, thank you for the 200 bits, saying got some sad news. Tala, the lizard folk barbarian who inspired me to roll, fell to a blue dragon. Worse news, they brought her back, and the only spell they had was reincarnate, so now she's a freaking human. Bright spot, it allows me to make jokes like, pointless fragile pink claws were
Miscellaneous.
Is that what that's supposed to be?
Weird miscellaneous hair. Yeah.
Miscellaneous hair, and my personal favorite, 3 pointless 3-pound flesh sacks.
These do nothing.
Good stuff. I hope it works out for you. It sounds like it's fun. I mean, I love D&D for that reason. That just shit. You never know when you're going to end up in a tortured cornfield.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Koku SS400 with the hundo. Thank you so much, saying, nah, the best thing about Lanny was his Joker moment during the war. Yes, the War of the Abridged Series creators.
Oh, I still
Let us
remember
know.
that.
Oh God, that's so far back. I'm sad.
I believe your icon was a red demon man back then, Laney.
That was the Abridged Overlord, sir. And I had nothing. Yes, no, that was me.
Best laid plans.
Yeah, that was supposed to turn into something bigger.
Oh my God. Grizzly Adams. Someone ban Grizzly Adams, please.
Hardcore torture corn.
No, somebody mod him.
That's the kind of energy I want in my chats.
That's what we need.
Who's your character in the Dragon Ball Z game you guys play as? Your little
Dumpling. Or
yeah, I don't know which one it is, but we play. I've played Monster Hunter with Grizzly Adams, and his character looks like that character. Like the armor is all bright and vivid like that, and it makes me laugh every time I see it. It's so crazy.
All right, let me mark this time here. I'll mark that as 2:20. All right, with that, I think we're going to move a little bit quicker through these next couple of days because I got a couple of beats I want to hit, and we might go over just a bit if that's okay.
Sorry if I think me revealing what happened was kind of through that.
No, actually, like that's fine. It was the party splitting up that slowed things down a little.
Oh, okay.
Can I finish these last few bites first?
Yes.
No.
Change my time note.
Suck it down. No time for chewing.
Then
You inhale that like the rest of us.
I'm gonna chew.
Please let Connor chew.
He can chew.
We're good. Okay.
All right, let me change my time note here. All right, so basically for the next couple of days, as more and more people are starting to get into town, what is it that everybody wants to try to do? I know you found the goblin footprint yesterday. And you got 4 days till the summit.
Okay. Follow that footprint, boy.
I think we want to follow that footprint. Also, I will say this just on an aside. I am not leaving Asbo's side at night. I will be always sitting, like Slavic squatting next to him as he sleeps.
Can I help
ensuring
you?
that he is safe.
Can I help?
He's just sitting. Asbo wakes up.
Can I help you?
No.
Okay then.
Asbo just puts the face mask back on his eyes.
Yeah. I'd say out of character we should follow that footprint. It's the only lead we have at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. As you wake up, you hear a bit more noise coming out of the town. It seems like there's some more people coming in. As you're getting closer to the summit. But you begin to wander out to the west towards basically a series of small forests out there.
So what's the over-under in them being the hobgoblins that wandered this way?
Well, it is a tiny footprint, so...
Yeah, a little bit less than we thought, actually. It seems like they have some regular goblins with them.
Wasn't the only batch. Didn't that guy come to town and take half of them one way?
I figured he'd only be interested in the bugbears, but who knows, maybe. That's the only footprint we saw, though. Looked like it was heading west.
You can see off in the distance there's some clouds kind of gathering in the sky.
I will cast Druidcraft to see what the weather will be.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, looks like sometime within the... There's going to be some scattered showers over the next day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just imagine immediately you in front of a green screen. There's some scattered showers here.
There is a
Here,
20.
rolling-
there is a. There is
Rolling
a
in from the
70% chance of
southwest.
Precipitation rolling from the southwest. Light showers are predicted.
It's a warm front coming in.
And now Denier with sports.
The balls got moved.
Oh shit, that's wild.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we have rain coming.
Yeah, rain's coming in. You're wandering towards these forests. It takes you probably about 20 minutes to get out to this area that you believe to be the next spot where anything with that footprint heading that way would have gone.
Okay.
It's a slightly denser forest than the one out by the foothills.
Oh, I feel right at home.
Yeah, there's lots of foliage here. Animals. Little chipmunks and squirrels wandering about. Birds in the trees. There's a woodpecker out there somewhere. You can hear it.
I will turn to I'll turn to Denier.
Do you think I should talk to one of these animals just to see if they've seen anything?
Depends on how smart the animal is. Might be a good idea. The trees also might have seen something.
Well, that takes a lot more energy for me to do that with the trees. And last time it wasn't so great, so I kind of like to take a break from that.
Okay.
I would like to seek
Why?
out
What
these.
happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yikes.
I would like to
Azza just
see.
pulls up spare corn he has out.
No. I would like to seek out the smartest animal I can find in the nearest vicinity where I wouldn't lose the path.
All right, survival check.
Okay.
The big brain squirrel.
10. Oh.
Accurate. You find a squirrel. Just kind of like hunkering down around an acorn, looking left and right.
Oh, jeez, I don't know. Squirrels are kind of,
I kind of like tug at my collar. All right, I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Who are you? Don't take my nut. Mine. It's
Your
mine.
nut is yours.
Nut
I
is
am
mine.
not one. I am not one to take one's nut.
Okay, good.
I will not breach squirrel law.
Good. Need to find a new spot. New spot hide. Old spot not good. New spot.
What happened to your old spot?
Taken. Taken by
Mine?
mean.
What does mean? Taken by mean what?
Thing. Weird thing. Strange thing. Different. Took my spot.
2 legs?
Yeah, two-legger. Regular two-legger.
I see.
Took my spot. Under tree. Good roots. Good place to hide. Good place to hide nuts.
Good. Yeah, excellent. I'm glad. Could you point with your little squirrel hands which way that would be?
Old spot. Where'd old spot go? Old spot was that way. Old spot was over that way. He points down deeper into the forest. Under big tree. Good tree. Hiding good nuts there.
Under a tree. I see. Hide the
Yeah.
good nuts. Excellent. Speaking of good nuts, 1 second.
I'm gonna walk over to Asmo.
Asmo,
Ha
Yeah, what's up?
can I have some of that?
Some that corn.
All right. Asmo just gans the other half of the cob.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take that to the squirrel.
I know it is not nut, but it is like a seed, which is kind of like the same thing.
Smell familiar. Kind of like reaches out and tries to pull some of the kernels off. Good. Good. I like. Not good as nut though.
That's fair. That's a good distinction. But you can have this. Thank you for your help.
He starts to kind of like paw at it, and as he does, let's see. A raccoon comes up and starts tugging at it.
No, I'm just gonna, like, with the other hand, push the raccoon away. Back off.
Yeah, I can hear him too. That's consistent with all the animals, apparently, I think.
I want it! It's mine! It's mine! I want it! I want it!
Back off, Mr. Raccoon. He had it first. I am giving it. Actually, here. How about this?
I'll split it
Not
in
bad.
half again.
A lot of animals in this forest.
While that's happening, a chipmunk comes up and steals the acorn from behind him.
No!
Sucker! Bastard!
I will leave them to their devices and rejoin the party.
The squirrel runs off chasing the chipmunk. Come back, you motherfucker!
I run like I started a fight in like a tavern. I just run up and go,
We got to get out of here.
The raccoon's running off with the corn cob. Ha! Victory!
It's that way. The squirrel told me.
All right. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
That was wild. That's what just.
Of course. We're in the wild.
Oh my.
You begin wandering further into the forest. Go ahead and make a survival check, see if you can find this tree that this guy was talking about.
okay. Someone want to help me with this?
Yeah, I'll help.
There you go.
Oh, 15. That's still not bad, though.
As you're wandering in, you're having a hard time spotting, like, the trees themselves, but you do come across a another husk of corn. It looks like a discarded, gobbled up ear.
Uh-oh.
So you're definitely getting close.
I hold it up and I point it to the rest of the party.
See, there was a bit of a corn theft the other day.
I figured he would have told us that during the walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you were conferring with information yesterday, you're all up to date on what everybody else knows.
All right, Aswell just kind of pulls out his blades and slowly creeps forward.
Wait, I have an idea.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Ooh.
Click that spell real quick, just to...
Right there.
Veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 dexterity stealth checks and can't be tracked except by magical means. All right, so go ahead and roll your stealth and then add +10.
That's 23 for me.
23.
Another 23. All right.
That's a 26.
Ooh.
30.
30. All right. Yeah, even the animals don't seem to notice you as you're wandering by. As you're wandering forward, those of you in the area can give me an investigation check to try to, since you're in the area.
That's a nat 0.
Oh, 0.
19.
Soft 20.
22.
Ooh, nice.
All right. T-Wig and Denier and Wolfgang, you guys are all pretty onto this. Like you actually found a couple of footprints around here, some disturbed grass and some more husks of corn and shucked ears. Asmo, on the other hand, you're like, wow, I'm so fucking quiet. What's this like?
Stealth.
And they lead you to what seems to be a large maple tree. And as you look around it, you find that there's a small hole beneath it that, like, there's a little opening in the roots. It doesn't look like it's a cave or anything like that, but it's definitely something a small animal would be able to fit in, or a small creature for that matter.
I turn to Wolfgang.
Hmm.
Do you want me to look up ahead?
Sure, we'll be right behind you.
Okay.
I will turn into... You know what? Heck, I'll turn into that raccoon I just met. It's big enough I can fit in
Yeah.
as a raccoon, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I can send some light ahead of me as well.
before I transform.
Maybe inconspicuous. I believe I have dark vision with this.
All right.
I should.
Yeah, as you transform, your joints all compact in until you're this tiny little robo raccoon with a pattern on your tail similar to a raccoon, but the leaves are making up the little black spatches, and the metal is, the normal little tanuki raccoon tail.
That's cool.
Aw.
That's
Alright,
adorable.
And you have two little leaves for your raccoon mask.
I love it. I'm like Makar. I love it. All right. Let's second here. Pass without trace is concentration. So I don't lose concentration, and I maintain that around me. So I get the bonus to that as I slip in.
All right, you're a stealthy raccoon. Go ahead and give me a new stealth check, though.
Okay, let me find rat stats.
As
I'm
you are,
sorry.
yeah,
Rat
it's okay.
stats.
Yeah, I need
What's the rat stat on that?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that right now. I'm sorry. Oh,
No
here we go.
worries.
I found it. It is +5. I have a +5 to do that.
So you got a +15. All right.
Yeah. Just grab that real fast. 25.
All right. Yeah, you slip in there. It's not very deep, and as you get in, you see something kind of huddled in the back. Looks like it's sleeping. And there's a bunch of discarded corn husks in here, and some that are still full, like some that have not been eaten.
I'm gonna get closer. Do I recognize this figure?
Yeah, with your passive perception, you'd recognize that it is a goblin that you have seen before.
Was it part of Giblink's crew, or is it Giblink?
It, in fact, is Giblink.
Oh, god damn it.
What?
How big is this enclosure?
Big enough that it looked like he had to crawl back there a little bit. Like, it goes under root a bit, but it is not something that a medium-sized creature would be able to... Like, they might be able to squeeze their way in, but it certainly wouldn't be... Like, even Giblink could not fight in here.
Okay, I was
You
just
might
thinking
be able
if
to as a raccoon.
Okay, I will. I will grab as many husks of corn as I can, as stealthily as I can, and return out of the hole in front of my companions.
All right,
Do I have to
roll
roll
me...
another stealth check?
Yeah, roll me stealth with disadvantage as you're rustling things now.
Okay. So first roll is a 25 again. Second roll is a 30. It's a natural 20. So
Yeah,
25.
He is asleep.
Damn, 35. I gather as much corn as I can, and I leave, and then I walk up to Wolfgang, and I just dump everything in front of him, and I point to the hole. And how do I communicate this? I'm gonna do like fisticuffs, and then I'm gonna do like an X. Like I'm gonna do fisticuffs, and then like no.
Goblins.
You see a raccoon
Angry
doing...
goblins. Mr. X.
You see a raccoon doing old-timey boxing poses, and then...
Okay. First word. Fight. Second word.
Shake my head. Shake my head. Shake my head.
Mr. X.
Damn it.
Go ahead and give me a performance check, and then that will be the DC for your insight check.
14.
Okay. Natural 1.
Yeah, he really doesn't get it.
Double that one. That's beautiful.
You're saying that we can't fit in the hole, but there is something in there that we should fight, is what you're saying.
Got it. Asmo pulls out his blades again.
Yeah, I'm shove my gun in the hole, just start firing. No, I don't.
All right, burn it down.
Frantic that I don't want Giblink to die, I'm just gonna abandon this, and I'm gonna run back in the hole, and I'm just gonna non-lethally bite Giblink on the leg.
All right.
I hiss, and I attempt to produce rabies.
Roll for
You attempt
rabies.
to foam your mouth.
Yeah, sure.
Just
Okay,
oil
roll
foaming up.
performance.
Okay. Can I do intimidation? I'm trying to get him to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. 13.
He's reaching for a weapon. God damn. Out hole! Out hole! Leave!
I will grab.
Do we hear that on the outside?
You hear basically Daenerys, you understand in Goblin. He's yelling, "Get out! Get out!" The rest of you just hear Goblin.
Yeah, there's a goblin in there.
Do I
Is
recognize this Giblink?
Yes,
Pull out
you recognize
Requiem.
the voice.
Giblink!
What?
Gibling.
Gibling's back in the woods, back with the hag.
I will grab a piece of corn and I will run.
Ah, get back! Ah!
I'm gonna put my mouth up to the hole. Gibling?
Wait, you... Stop, raccoon! Take food! It take me food!
It's our raccoon. Get out here now.
Why you have... Kind of groggily gets out. Still light. No like. Where Giblink food? Where damn raccoon?
I'm
what
hugging
are
it.
you doing here?
What Giblink? Giblink track Giblink people. What you do here?
I thought you were back with Maggie.
Giblink help set up place. Giblink say you. Giblink go out help find people.
Oh, that's true. Oh my god, we forgot that.
He's going after the hobgoblin, the bugbears that left.
So are we. I guess these are yours then.
Yeah, Giblink take corn. Giblink hungry.
So
Food
that
not
was-
plentiful. Yeah?
Give him back the corn.
I hesitantly, on two legs, stagger over and give him back the corn cob.
Weird raccoon. Strange.
That's T-Wig.
Oh. I was gonna ask. No see metal thing. But metal raccoon makes sense. What?
So what have you learned?
Giblink track people out to Glade. Giblink people know there. Find abandoned camp. Look like travel east. Still searching.
So do you think they went around? Do you think they went around the town then?
Giblink don't know. Giblink still search. Storm wash away track though. So Giblink kind of out of luck at moment.
And they said they've seen and in town, as we said earlier, they said they've seen a drow, so...
Drow,
Maybe
dark elf?
Yeah, it's a rumor in town. Just a rumor.
Maybe
Although
Giblink in
if
right
you're
place
here-
then.
Yeah, if you're here and we're here and we're looking for the same people,
Let's do this.
might mean we're onto something.
Yeah.
I could probably help you with that.
How? What do?
I have an ability. Anywhere in the world, as long as I know the person, I can send a message directly into their mind. I can contact one of your people that
Seem
we met
intrusive.
from the camp.
You need name or just met?
As long as I know of them. Plus, we introduced ourselves back at camp.
Yeah, true. You do talk at people. You like talking.
You remember their names?
Asmo just stunned.
It'd be rude not to.
I just said
Some more polite than you. He looks at you.
That's fair.
They might not respond, but I could send them a message, ask where they are, let them know that you've set up home.
If you can send, let them know I found home. Safe place. Good for people. They don't need fight.
I'm not terribly sure about this. If
You
they
don't
try
need-
to leave that drow, who knows what'll happen to them?
Yeah. Also, they'll know they're being watched. Or being followed. And that may count against them.
Not if I don't tell them that we're following them. Just say, Giblink found home. Safe. You can come back. Where are you?
Worth shot. Better than what Giblink have.
Got a bad feeling about this one. But okay, you do you, Denier.
All right, so Denier's going to cast Sending to one of the goblins that seemed the most receptive whenever he spoke to them. The bugbear.
Yeah, the bugbears?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's basically going to say that Giblink has found home, safe, no fight anymore. You can return. Where are you? We help. And I say it in Goblin.
In response, you hear... Just
So what'd
that.
you hear?
Ow.
So what'd you hear? Denier, what'd you hear?
Does Denier faint?
He's just sitting there,
Ow.
one eye just twitching a little bit. Ow, my brain.
We're sorry. Your call has been disconnected. Please hang up and try again later.
Rip headphone users, and I guess
Yeah,
headphone user.
my ears are bleeding. I was trying to find rats in the Manster manual, and I almost ripped the page. Christ.
And that was a good way. That was a good. That was no better. That's better than a stiff cup of coffee to wake up in the morning.
Someone's gonna be listening to the podcast, and they're gonna they're gonna crash into somebody.
Yeah.
No, the thing
Sorry,
is, they're gonna
Austin.
No, Austin's gonna see that coming in a timeline and go, "What is that?"
So Denier's going to kind of relay the information that they weren't exactly receptive. Was it in pain, or was it just...
It sounded like a feral scream, but you're not really sure exactly what it means.
Mm-hmm.
You've never had a response like that. Especially one that's a mental projection.
First off, ow,
Just-
my brain.
Just scare him?
I don't know. I mean, I can try it again?
Maybe. Wolfgang turns to the hard camera. Maybe we'll spare the listeners that. No, I don't think... I think you've gotten all you can out of that.
He's just going to sit there, holding his ears and his head for a minute.
Giblink, what in bugbear culture does feral screaming indicate?
Unsure, really. Don't normally do that unless attacked? Are they in danger? Or about to attack?
Traveling with that drow, I imagine that... We need to try and catch up to him in a hurry.
Well, maybe people know. Maybe people know more in town. Giblink can't go. Giblink kind not welcome.
Yeah, I imagine not. Especially with Baron Kench taking over.
Don't know him.
You
Not
do.
good.
You do. He's the one who stabbed you.
Him, Kench. Kench, man. He kind of holds his hand down to his chest, where there's basically kind of placing over what is a massive scar that leads from essentially his neck down to his belly button.
I remember that. That's where he
Him,
got you on
Kench.
the way out.
Yeah, Giblink no like that. Giblink stay clear of that.
That sounds about right. Could sneak him into the house at night.
No, Giblink stay away.
Okay, just throwing it out there.
Giblink no mess with that. That man's scary.
Plus, we don't need the political upheaval of having a goblin traveling with us. No offense.
None take.
Daenerys digs into his bag. He pulls out a small sack, and he hands it over towards Giblink. Here. This'll help. It's 10 days worth of trail rations.
Better
I
than
can
corn.
I can get more in town. You can't.
Daenerys, was that anywhere near your components pouch where you keep your stone?
I would say it would be near it, but not in it.
All right, give me a perception check as you're reaching down towards that.
Okay. That's a 6.
Never mind. Appreciate.
Wait a minute. When I casted Sending, I would need a piece of copper wire, which I would have had to go into my spell components pouch for.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, that sumbitch is pulsing.
Guys,
What? Ah.
he pulls this cloak out a little bit and shows the glowing component pouch.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, that's not good. A long time since you checked that. When was the last time you checked that?
It's strange, though. Solomon's people don't usually use that.
You had one the first time we met him.
Are we talking about the gem right now? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The man himself didn't even know what the bleeding god was.
Yeah, that means something else is going on. Wait. Didn't you walk back towards town 50 feet?
Okay. Daenerys watches the gym, and he's going to start walking backwards.
I'm gonna follow him as a raccoon.
Yeah. As you walk back towards town, it's slow and subtle, but it does start to pick up in frequency the closer you get to town.
Daenerys turns, looks, and nods. Motions towards town.
Oh, boy. Well, I guess we know what we're doing for the next couple days.
Ezra cracks his neck a bit.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Well, we should...
Now, there's only one other person we know who has those. And you know him.
Son of a bitch, the jester's in the city.
You know,
No,
two
wait
people
a
that have
minute.
them.
Now, wait a minute. There's also
Yeah.
your teacher from the north.
Yeah. He
He's
has
not in
one.
town. He's not in town yet, though. He's not coming till the day.
At least we don't know.
Do you
He's been
know that?
walking.
Oh shit, we have to find that out. Okay, sorry.
I can check. I can definitely check easily enough.
Whenever the crystals are present, I think we need to check in on the source of them immediately.
All right. I'll burn another one. Second casting of Sending. Ramses Palto. Ramses, we're getting notifications of a gym within the city. Have you arrived in Rock yet?
You get a reply back. Ah, Daenerys. Yes, just getting unpacked now.
Ramses is in the city.
Well, that explains that.
Stop by. He also mentions like stop by the Kench Manor when you have a chance.
He also suggests that we stop by the Kench Manor when we have him.
Ugh.
Asmo rolls his eyes.
I think we know the answer to this already, but I have forgotten. Do all the crystals react to each other, or is it just Daenerys?
They all react to each other. They all seem to know, like, they all seem to react to each other's presence. Like, whenever your guys are in Dragon's Rest, they, like, that thing's just going off like a fucking strobe.
I actually use it as a nightlight sometimes whenever I feel the urge to dance.
Close the blinds, dancing by myself.
Well, that's that mystery solved, I suppose.
Unless there's another one.
Unless there's another one. But I think we should keep moving. And
see,
that?
that was my dog making noise outside the room.
It sounded like a fart. I was
That
like,
was
what
kind
is
of
that?
No,
That
that was
like a dog saying hello.
No, that was not. That was Gregor.
But yeah, out of character, what?
Oh, see. Should we just head back to town then? Now that we've found out who the mysterious corn thief is.
Yeah, suppose so.
You begin
Oh,
heading
was it-
back to town.
I'm gonna ride on someone's shoulder as a raccoon.
Wolfgang.
You ride on
Sure.
Wolfgang's shoulder.
Okay,
That's
cool.
a small raccoon.
You get a
is
few.
my
You get a few stares as you walk through town. What's your plan upon getting back?
I probably go to the general store, pick up some restock some supplies, since I just gave Giblink my food.
Yeah, you can spend like 50 silver on some general shit.
Yeah, plus some. I'll also spend about 30 gold worth of spell components. It's just general stuff.
Yeah, go ahead
Nothing
and
specific.
refill. But what's your next objective?
I'd say Kinch Manor, maybe. We could.
Yep.
That
Probably
would
the
be a
best
good
bet.
source.
All right. As you approach, you walk up the streets to the manor atop the hill. As you're actually walking into the gates of the manor, you're stopped by a couple of guards. They ask your business, names. Looks like there's one from the north and one from the south here.
Does one tell lies and one only tells the truth?
You don't know.
Oh, shit.
State your business.
Ramses Palto asked for us to stop by.
Names.
I'm Denier, Highwind.
All right, name checks out. This must be your traveling companions.
Indeed.
All right, move through.
Thank you.
You step through
As
the
we just
court.
walks in, fantastic to break into this place.
Yeah, the courtyard is very nice. It looks like it leads off to a bit of a topiary. Like there's some topiary around here that's really well cut. One of them is in the shape of the hammer in the middle of the courtyard as you're stepping through. And as you go to enter the manor itself, a couple of guards out front open the doors for you.
In your
And-
nods.
Yeah, and down the main stairs you see Inquisitrix Vileblood walking down.
Inquisitrix,
Asmo, Denier, Wolfgang, and Raccoon.
Yes.
Why is it made of metal?
because it's magic.
It's sick.
Step away from Wolfgang.
Her eyebrow sort of twitches a little, and she continues walking. She throws up her hood and steps past you outside. Around the corner from the first floor, like kind of around the stairs. Ah, you made it. Wonderful. Ramses Palto steps out. He's dressed in a nice purple and blue robe. How was your journey, Denier?
Very quick. We've set up a tower just outside of town.
Yes, very wonderful to see all you again. It's been a while. Kind of like nods politely towards each of you.
I'll drop form at this point.
Ah!
Sorry. All right. Shit. I feel like I'd slide off, but yeah, fair enough.
Oh, no need for formalities. You could have stayed however you wished. I understood.
Now, out of character, I'm going to ask pretty much. I already talked to him about the brand on my chest, right? I specifically remember talking to him about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
So, you had a pleasant journey. I just arrived the other day. I too decided to teleport over to the wall itself just to try to meet with some of the dignitaries coming through, and traveled the rest of the way here by caravan.
Encounter anything
good?
specific?
Oh, just a few old friends from the academy. They're having a good time down at the inn, but as a diplomat myself, I'm able to stay here. I was just sojourning with the Archmage. He's had a long trip and is not keen on this sunlight, let's say.
I can imagine.
Tell me, Denier,
Mm-hmm.
this place, do you feel anything off? Like the fact that there's forest sounds going off in this manner. Sorry.
I mean, like...
Oops, sorry.
Okay, Denier's going to take a second, and he's going to close his eyes, and he's going to just kind of feel the area.
Go ahead and do a wisdom check. Just straight wisdom.
Wisdom, that is a 15.
You can feel yourself, and you can definitely feel like a connection to Ramses through his stone, but nothing's odd is catching you about this town, or at least around this area.
I might be missing it. My senses aren't as keen as yours.
Yes.
I can feel you, and I can feel me. But this town is...
Feels haunted. Not in a traditional northern sense, no, but like there's great torment that's happened here.
I can explain further, but I feel that here would not be the best time to do it.
Oh, I think I understand full well. I know why they chose this place for the summit.
I've already attempted to, how do you say, sway things a little bit here.
Yes.
It's going to be difficult, to say the least.
Seems whatever doctrine they follow around here is going to take a bit of time to work through its barbarity. But, regardless, progress is progress, and we shall make it. So how's your stay been so far?
It's been well so far. We've been keeping an eye out. We heard that there's a drow in the city, and we've also heard of goblins around the woods. We've been following up on those leads as of late. Make sure that there wasn't anything suspicious going on.
A drow, now that would be a bad omen. Perhaps that explains the other feeling. This overhanging dread.
How many people have died here?
Hard to say. If I were to guess, I'd say probably hundreds. We are very close to the epicenter of the cataclysm, after all.
Tuig's ears droop down immediately.
Yeah. I always feel uncomfortable whenever I get anywhere even close to the maw.
Yes.
Do you feel it whenever you get close? Almost like it's trying to pull you in?
When I was at the wall, it didn't feel as strong as it did here. The only time I've ever felt this tingling sensations going up and down my spine, I dare say that was when I first toured Bordeaux after its purge, let's say.
Yeah, we've seen Bordeaux firsthand.
Haunted place. Dreadful. It bothers me, Denier. It bothers me that I get the same feeling here.
Yes. I can see that it bothers me as well, but I don't... Your senses just must be keener than mine due to all the practice and all the study that you've had with it. I'm still learning how to tap into mine.
You'll find it one day, my boy. And regardless, with the heroes of the realm around, I can't imagine anything could truly go wrong. Well, sorry to bring up such a droll conversation upon first meetings. Is there anywhere to drink around here?
Yep, downtown there's a bar.
2, actually.
Splendid. Wonderful. I think I shall go quench my thirsts.
Get it? Heck, I'll join you.
Wonderful. We can make an evening of it.
Sounds like fun.
If you want some place a bit more quiet, you can also join us at the Tower, just outside of town.
I might take you up on that. But for those that are joining, food's on me. As is the first round of beverages. I'm afraid I'm not being paid that well. Those who wish to follow Ramses to the town, as an uneasy air still hangs over.
When he says haunted, does he mean like there's stuff here?
Bad karma. Negative energy. However you want to put it.
The last time I was in Bordeaux's a town north of the mall, where everybody in the town just disappeared overnight.
Whole legends spouted out around the place. Have you ever heard of the Jester of Bordeaux? Ramses looks and says that to you, T-Wig.
I would like to look inside of myself to see.
Insight.
$19.
You can say for a fact that you've never heard of the Jester of Bordeaux, but this talk of violence, you do have a flash in your head. A man bleeding against a bookshelf. And like that, it's gone.
We have never met this person.